Hello and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. We think that most likely there is a quest in this very building given to us by Catherine. So, let's go find out. Catherine, are you... Okay, you can come up the stairs first. Oh, take your time, nobody's waiting on you. Right, down the stairs and... Catherine,
Good morning.
hello. You wanted help with something?
You said you needed some help with something. What's going on?
Something's happened. Oh, a real mess. And I need help from someone reliable.
What is it?
When I was fishing around for information about Liechtenstein, I cast the net a bit too wide. And one of the servant girls I questioned was just found dead.
You think she was killed because of you?
I don't know. If I did, I wouldn't be asking you for help.
Okay, tell me more.
I'll help you. Tell me all about it. Who was this dead girl?
Her name was Alice. She was an ordinary, pretty girl. She worked as a maid. I heard they found her all hacked up, tossed somewhere by the town wall. Oh, folk in town are saying it was absolute slaughter. They took the body to the morgue by the St. Peter and St. Paul cemetery.
I'll go take a look at her. See if I can find anything.
I think that would be for the best. Though, I don't think it'll be a very pretty sight. You can ask the gravedigger for details. He'll know the most.
Don't you worry, we are professionals at digging up dead bodies at this point. When did you see her last?
When did you last see the girl?
Around a week ago?
And did you notice anything suspicious about her?
Not at all. She was always cheerful, lively. She was looking forward to a dance. Though I'm afraid she won't be dancing ever again.
Mm-hmm. What was she looking into for you?
What was Alice trying to find out for you?
She always brought me the freshest gossip overheard from her master. And lately, what the other maids in town were saying.
And did you learn anything important from her? Something someone would kill her for?
That's the thing. All she brought me was gossip. Who was cheating on who wasn't going to confession, those sorts of things. So you'll have to figure out the rest for yourself.
Okay, I like detective quests. What about your other girls?
What about your other girls? Are they alright?
Yes, fortunately. I'm careful enough to keep them pretty much in the dark about my plans. That's why Alice's death shocked me so much.
Okay. Do you think she overheard something of deadly importance?
Do you think there could be something bigger behind the murder?
I don't know. Maybe she just got caught up in something. But it's strange. Why would someone do her like that? That's the kind of thing you do when you want to send someone a message.
Mm-hmm. Why did you ask me for help?
Why did you ask me in particular for help?
Because you're the only one I know here.
Aha.
But don't take it the wrong way. I'm actually glad it's you. You're pretty reliable. Not even Zhishka would be of much help to me here.
Aha. Thanks. What are you going to do next?
I'd like to ask the others if they noticed anything suspicious. If someone is following them and the like, but...
But you don't want to scare them.
I'm scared myself. For them. Maybe nobody knows about them yet. If someone was to follow me, I could give them away. And I can't risk that. I don't want anyone else to die because of me.
What if I go and see them?
They don't know you, Henry. You'd only scare them. I'll figure something out. In the meantime, find out everything you can about Alice.
I know everything I need.
Good. Go to that graveyard, talk to the gravedigger, and take a look at that poor girl's body. In the meantime, I'll try to find out more. Then we'll put it all together, and I'll be damned if we can't come up with something.
Okay. We're asked to be a detective, and we also have been given basically just a mission to go and find out everything, which is not like a specific kind of fetch mission. It's a, if we can find out more, go and find out more. Now, I did notice that the quest is called the Fifth Commandment. Now, as a not Christian, I actually don't know what the Fifth Commandment is. I can guess, but you know what I think would be really useful? What is the Fifth Commandment? Commandment. No, I don't want the one from Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I just want to know what the fifth commandment is. Honor your father and your mother, that your days might be long in the land that the Lord your God is giving you. Emphasizes the importance of respect and obedience towards parents, both young and old. It's a first commandment with a promise attached, suggesting that honoring parents is linked to a blessed and long life. That's a very odd commandment for this. Like, that is very odd. Yeah, okay. Weird. Anyway, let's go to the Sedlitz Monastery. I'm assuming it... Wait, is this the right graveyard? I just realized this might not be the right graveyard. Oh no. I just turned up at my regular graveyard like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna dig things up. I have a regular graveyard. Okay, it's this one. Okay, I mean, I also am a regular at this graveyard as well. I feel like maybe I should spend less time around dead bodies. Okay. Anyway. Get off the horse. Let's go speak to the gravedigger, who is our friend and fighting trainer, sort of, maybe? Right. Close that behind us. So, that's the body. Let's go speak to the gravedigger first to get permission. His father, Prokop, but that's not who the gravedigger is. Try to see if I can spot him in here. Ah, he was hiding in the shadows.
God be with you. What would you like?
You must be the gravedigger, I say to the person who I've met like 5 times.
You must be the local gravedigger.
That's right. They call me František. At least them that can speak do. Ha!
I had the feeling I should have done things in another order. Or at least the game intended you to do this in a different order. But anyway, I'm Henry.
I'm Henry.
Greetings, Henry. What do you need?
I hear there was a murder here recently. Some young girl?
True. True. She's lying in the morgue. But who the hell are you? Another Gawker?
Another? Why would anybody come to look at her?
People ain't got no respect. As soon as news spread about what was done to her, folk are always turning up to have a gawk. So if you ain't one of them Gawkers, you must be one of them other types. Well, no, you can't shave her. No, no thumb for a souvenir.
I don't want to take anything. I need to find something out.
Like what exactly?
Who killed her?
Why?
Well, I've been sent here by the Lords of Lipa. That's interesting. I'm worried about my friends, or I just want justice. Let's say I want justice. Let's go for this one.
Someone killed the poor girl. You can't just let the murderer get away with it, can you?
Well, what do you plan on doing about it?
Find out who did it and bring him to justice.
Well, if that's the way it is, and you really want to help them lasses...
Lasses?
It's true that Lumiere ain't shown no interest in her yet. I wouldn't expect that from him no more.
Who's this Lumiere? Another one of those gawkers and collectors?
No, no. He actually tried to help.
Help? How?
Well, he was investigating them others.
Right. You said she wasn't the first.
Aye. We had a couple of similar cases. Lumiere said they was all killed by the same murderer.
And who is this Lumiere?
He used to work for the local bailiff. I think he knew the first one what was killed, but that was a long time ago.
Okay. Yeah, I did notice he said lasses and other such things, but yeah. How many have been killed? This would also imply that this is unrelated to Catherine. Well, unless these are all people Catherine knew, but Catherine would know that. How many have been killed?
Do you remember how many girls were killed?
You mean you don't know nothing about it? Here, even the sparrows are squawking about it.
I haven't been in Kuttenberg very long.
I see. There's been one every few weeks for the past year.
Every few weeks? That's a huge number of dead people. Where was the last one killed?
Do you know where the last one got killed?
I heard some talk about it when they brought her here. But what do you want to do there?
Look for clues. Footprints, blood, anything.
That can help you.
That's worth a try.
I heard she was killed by the town walls, close to the Hole in the Wall, a dodgy tavern in the Hoprink neighborhood.
Thanks. What's this Lumiere got to do with this?
Well, like I told you, he used to work for the bailiff. I think he was a scribe.
A scribe keeps records in the Black Chronicle, though I've never heard of one doing his own investigations.
Well, the old bailiff wasn't all that interested in the common folk. But Lumiere, he was quite helpful. Folk heard about it and went to him with whatever was troubling them.
I'd like to speak with Lumiere. Do you know where I can find him?
At his home in Bohemia Street, that's near the church. You won't find him at the bailiff's no more. I don't know exactly why, though. Seems he had some quarrel with the bailiff.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
It's my pleasure, especially helping someone from the land of the living again. Actually, wait a mo. Speaking of the living, there's a girl what comes here and grieves over that dead maid. I think her name is Barbara.
And do you know where I could find her?
She said she serves in one of the burgers' houses, so either there or in the morgue with that poor dead girl.
Thanks again, Master Gravedigger.
Okay, I think I want to speak to Lumiere the last, because I want to get all the information before I do that. However, I'll definitely speak to this person first. Hello. I was told you knew Alice.
Are you Barbara? I'm told you knew Alice.
Alice. She was almost like a sister to me. We served together for years, in the same house. Why'd you ask? Who are you?
I'm trying to find out who did this to her. I'm afraid the killer might want to go after my friend as well.
Oh, I understand.
You said you served together.
Who did you serve?
Our master is a local merchant. He is trying his hand at trading wine.
Okay. Did she get along well with the master?
How did Alice get along with your master?
Fine. Just like with everyone. Our master is a bit strict, but he's fair.
What's his name? Can I speak to him?
Why? But you can't see him anyway. He's on a trade trip to Prague.
It occurred to me that maybe he could have done it.
He couldn't. He was gone when it happened. He hadn't been home in several weeks. And besides, why would he kill them others too? He never even knew them.
I heard about that. And also about Lumiere.
Well, if you're interested, go and see him. Maybe you'll catch him sober enough to talk sense.
Okay. So, I'm just getting all the information that we have. So she worked for this guy. He's in the wine trade. And he's not been around for a couple of weeks. Might not be relevant, but if we see any repeating patterns, that's what we want to keep an eye out for. What I'm hoping is that this is one of the detective quests where we actually have to work out who it was, rather than one of the ones where the game tells us who it is, but let's see, did she have any suitors?
Do you know of any suitors she might have had?
I know she was seeing someone. Why?
I'd like to talk to him as well.
But I don't know who it was. Alice said he was rich and dressed nicely, but she promised him she'd never tell anyone his name.
And you never saw him?
No, never. I don't even know where she met with him.
Do you know what exactly happened to Alice?
No, nobody saw or heard nothing. One day she just didn't come home. And then they found her, like this.
What do you mean, like this?
You haven't seen her yet, have you?
I haven't.
Then don't. It's a horrible thing to see. She was such a pretty girl. She had such beautiful brown hair. And it didn't even leave that untouched.
What do you mean?
Who could have cut off her hair like that? And why? None of it makes sense.
So, I'll leave you to mourn in peace now.
Okay, brown hair, cut it off. Rich man. Alright, let's examine the body, I guess.
So, let's see what we have here. My God! Someone really did a number on her. Oh, they ripped open her entire belly. And they didn't stop there. There must have been buckets of blood.
But there's no blood left in her, so whoever killed her got rid of the blood.
Jesus Christ. There's hardly any blood left in her. The place they found her must look like a slaughterhouse. I should go there and take a look.
Or maybe if there's not a lot of blood there, she was drained somewhere else, potentially. Let's start with the wounds on her body.
These are more like chops than cuts. Somebody must have taken a sword to her. Knife wounds would be smaller, and an axe would have made a bigger mess. But it couldn't have been a long sword. That would have been clumsy. It was something shorter and nimbler. God, that madman cut off both her breasts and bits of flesh. But what did he do with it all afterwards?
Huh. Well, maybe he has it, or maybe he threw everything away. Let's say maybe he has it, because if he threw it away, that's not... There's no info that we could gain from that, but if he has it, we might gain info.
Did he really keep all the pieces? Nobody could be that sick, could they?
Okay. Let's look at her limbs.
Just some scratches and bruises, that's all.
Huh. Well, the murderer probably was armed, because there was a sword, right? Or at least the sword caused the wounds. Maybe the murderer surprised her?
The killer probably surprised her. She didn't even have time to defend herself.
So, what I'm getting from this so far is she was grabbed, then she was mutilated, and then blood was drained out of her? Maybe? Okay, her head?
Her face is a little bruised and cut, but nobody cut her there.
Interesting.
But she has a dark ring around her neck. Was she strangled? The murderer must have had pretty strong hands, and her hair is all matted with blood and hacked off. I don't even know what colour it was.
Huh. That does sound like it's maybe a trophy, but maybe suffering as well. I mean, I think suffering probably makes more sense here.
The murderer must have wanted her to suffer, so he started ripping her hair out. Sick bastard.
Mouth?
Her lips are bloody, but nothing more. Tongue still in place. But if he killed her for blabbing, I reckon he'd have cut out her tongue or something, wouldn't he? So, the murderer must have awfully strong hands, because he strangled her and left a dark ring around her neck. Then he took a short sword or saber and started hacking at her. She's missing parts of her torso, but they are by the body. He also cut off most of her hair.
Okay. Well, I think it's very unlikely it's related to Catherine.
He cut off her breasts, but left her tongue, then left her lying there for all to see. To send a message, maybe? Or a warning? Only if it was a warning for telltales, he would have cut out her tongue or something, wouldn't he? I don't know why he killed her, but I don't think it's because of Catherine.
Alright. Hello. I was kind of hoping you could tell me about the other murders. Whether the bodies are in the same state. Okay. To me, also I think I need to wash one of my gloves because I think it's covered in blood, which is probably not done. Like when you're examining bodies, they probably frown upon you coming recently from a fight where you've killed someone. Is that the fast travel? That's a skill teacher. Okay, where's the fast travel over here? It's there. Or there. Let's go to this one. Okay. What I'm thinking is that it kind of sounds like he was cutting off things that would add to her beauty, like her hair. So what I'm thinking it is it's some kind of weird suffering because... I don't know. I think it's something to do with that. I suspect we're going to find out that the other people looked very similar to her. That's the path I think we're going down. We'll see, though. Well, I guess we'll see some more at the murder scene as well. Also, I'm immediately suspecting a butcher. That's my initial thought, is if the blood's drained out, someone like a butcher or a slaughterhouse owner or something is going to be my main suspect. but we haven't seen the crime scene. It could be covered in blood. At which point, I would say that no longer implicates them, because the crime scene would be covered in blood. Okay. Let's figure this out. So, all the way along here. And is it just outside these walls? Oh, it's here. Well, okay. There is a lot of blood here, so I'm going to say that my butcher theory is probably not true. It's an absurd amount of blood.
This is the place. There's a lot of blood and some footprints. I'm not sure how much more I'll be able to find.
Well, let's have a look at the blood.
Christ, that's a lot of blood. But after seeing what they did to the girl, I'm not surprised.
Okay. Let's look around the area.
I'm not sure I'll be able to find any remains. I wonder what happened to them.
Examine the footprints.
I can't make anything out of this. The whole town's been walking around here. There could have been one killer or a dozen. I'm surprised I haven't completely trampled out the blood.
Weapons.
It's hard to make out, but I think I see some slashing from a blade.
Alright.
So, there's still a lot of blood left, but I expected even more.
Oh.
I found some faint blade marks. Either the others were trampled out, or someone skilled was wielding it. It didn't look to me like any remains were left lying around. I've no idea what he did with them. Did he keep them or throw them away?
So he expected more blood. So, maybe the butcher's back on. But you don't want to dig around here. But yeah, maybe the butcher's back on. Maybe the blood was drained a little bit, and then she was brought here. Okay. I am, however, doing detective work in exactly the wrong way. I've drawn my conclusions, and I'm looking at the evidence and making them fit the conclusion, which is not what you should do. Oh, just see if there's anything else around here. You don't have anything to say.
I'll tell you. No
Nothing from the charcoal burners. Yeah, none of them can be spoken to. Let's have a little look outside. Let's assume that maybe there's more info somewhere. What is interesting to me, though, is it's right next to this hole in the wall. So if you wanted to do something here, you didn't necessarily have to come from inside the city. You could have come from somewhere else. You could have come from the monastery. You could have come from down there, right? Or from the executioner's place. There's a lot of places you could have arrived here from. You could have come through that gate, although that gate for us is shut. Okay. Let's go speak to Lumiere and see what he has to say. Where's Lumiere? Back over here. Alright. Yeah, we'll see what he has to say about all this. Right, this way?
Ha! I thought it was old Bart, but then I heard him coughing his lungs up in the yard again.
Never mind, I thought they were talking about what I was talking about. They're talking about something else. Ah. This will be Lumiere then.
Lumiere?
Oh. Christ, my head. Not so loud.
I need to ask you something.
I said not so loud. I have a splitting headache.
That's some hangover. He's useless to me like this. Unless I'm willing to wait for him to sleep it off, I'll have to get him some kind of cure or potion.
I have one.
This should sober him up.
Some hair of the dog.
Here. Drink up. Better?
What? What are you doing here? Who are you?
My name is Henry.
And what do you want from me?
I'm trying to find out who killed a certain girl. And I was sent to you.
To me? What for?
Are you Lumiere from the rat house? The scribe?
I used to be. Now I'm just Lumiere the madman.
They say that about you?
They say that about you. Why?
Because I was just on some wild goose chase. And what came of it? Absolutely nothing.
But I need your help.
If I were you, lad, I'd leave it be. You can't help that girl anymore, anyway. You'll just end up hurting yourself.
Come now, Lumiere.
Poor girls. Nobody was all that interested in it, except for me. We let it be in the end. We let a monster walk among us. No way. You can't solve this yourself.
Let's say we have to prevent any more killings.
I'm not doing it for myself. I'm afraid he might kill one of my friends.
A friend, eh? That's not good. Not good at all. I searched high and low. And what did I get out of it? Just mockery. What makes you think you can find out more than I did?
Nothing is going to stop me.
Because I'm stubborn, and I don't have any other choice. I'll get to the truth no matter what.
You think that will suffice?
If not, I'd have been dead long ago. Bled out from a human arrow.
All right. Talk to me. Who was this dead girl?
Her name was Alice. She worked as a maid.
A maid? That fits. Yarka was a maid too. As were most of the other victims. What did she look like? What did he do to her?
I think that he strangled her first, and then went at her with a longer blade and disemboweled her.
Did you notice the strangulation right away? It took me a while. Maybe you really will track him down.
Do you think it's the same murder?
Counting your girl, that makes 6 victims who were first strangled and then mutilated. If it's not all the same person, they must be collaborating somehow.
This is the 6th one. How long has he been killing?
Probably about a year now. Sometimes it takes him months, sometimes weeks. But I'm including missing girls. Stanya and Zdena.
Okay. What do the victims have in common? I mean, I know why he's counting the missing girls, because they fit the MO.
Did the dead girls have anything in common?
Aside from being pretty young girls with no proper family or background, no. I couldn't find much.
Do you think somebody is killing them because they're poor and nobody will miss them?
Certainly. If somebody killed the daughter of a local lord, no stone would be left unturned.
But why does he even kill in the first place?
I don't know. Maybe he hates women. Damn it. I feel like I'm going in circles and can't get out.
Yeah, tell me more about the victims. What about Yarka?
What can you tell me about Yarka?
She wasn't the first. But thanks to her, people started taking an interest. She was a maid in a German family. By all accounts, she was a pious, polite girl. She was orphaned as a child. The priest from the Church of St. Peter and Paul, Father Prokop, raised her. They found her body tossed behind a barn at the edge of town. She was cut all the way from her neck downwards. An awful sight to behold.
Did you have any suspects?
At first, I thought the son from that family did it. The murderer is usually someone close, you know. But then I changed my mind.
Why?
Well, for one, I remembered the 2 girls before her who ended up almost the same. Besides that, when I talked to the lad, he seemed he wasn't the least bit interested in Yarka. Then his mother told me that they threw her out a week before the murder because she was a harlot who stayed out till all hours of the night. That really surprised me, because Father Prokop had vouched for her good reputation. But who knows? Maybe he just didn't want to admit what had become of her.
Okay, I have my new suspect. My new suspect is Father Prokop. No longer am I looking for a butcher. I am now looking for Father Prokop. Because, well, if he's telling a different story than everyone else, that's a little suspicious. What's also interesting, so she was chucked out a few weeks before the murder. Now, we know that our victim, Alice, her master wasn't around for a couple of weeks before the murder. So, that means that there's a connection there. Both of them had nobody around for a couple of weeks, or at least didn't have anybody specifically who was looking after them around. Stanya?
What about Stanya?
She was an alehouse wench in a tavern of ill repute called the Hole in the Wall.
You said her body was never found. Maybe she just got out of town.
You have no idea how much I'd like to believe that. Only there was a lot of blood. Unfortunately, the investigation wasn't very successful. The Hole is a world of its own, and the people there aren't very forthcoming with information.
Did you suspect anybody?
You could suspect every second man there. Those people have nothing but thievery and deceit in their eyes. The innkeeper, Mole, definitely knew Stanya, since she worked for him. But he isn't all that chatty either.
So if I want to learn anything more, I have to ask this mole in the hole.
Yeah, he still runs the place.
Okay, we can get that information. She doesn't seem to fit the same MO. At least we don't have a couple of weeks missing there. What about Zdena?
And what about that Zdena? You said her body was never found.
Exactly. But to tell the truth, nobody spent much time looking for it. Besides Alice, Zdena was the most recent victim. It's only been a few weeks since she went missing, but I suppose nobody wanted to do any more digging.
But if her body was never found, how do you know she was killed?
Because she was the same type as the other girls. Maybe the prettiest of them all. Young, beautiful. A real live one. Lively as the devil. She was a thief. A pickpocket. I never could pin it on her, though. She always found some way to get out of it.
Maybe she robbed the wrong people and had to get out of town.
Maybe. She had a partner in crime by the name of Strunad. Quite a number. He's always sitting in the hole, boozing. When I asked him about Zdena, he told me he'd rather rip his own tongue out than talk.
Do you think he'd be more forthcoming with me?
He might be. You're not known all over town like a catchpole. It's worth a try. Besides, it might still be fresh in his memory. That would be a great help.
Okay, so we know that the first girl that you mentioned was chucked out of her home. We know that we know that the second one from the hole in the wall, she is likely a thief because she was working at the hole in the wall. And the third one we've now heard as a thief. That's an interesting connection. Okay, what about the others?
And what about the other two victims?
It all started with them, though nobody did much about it at the time. The first one worked as a bathhouse maid. They called her Chestnut. She'd only been in town for a short while, and nobody really knew her. So I couldn't find out anything more. But the other one, Libushka, she was from Loretz. She was a maidservant, too. I also talked to her mother. She said she was really cheerful and outgoing. There were lots of suitors circling around her, but she refused them all. She knew she was pretty and knew she could do better than some farmhand.
You mean she wanted someone higher up?
That's what it sounded like. But her mother never found out who she had her eye on.
Interesting. I'll try to see what else I can find out from the mother. Where can I find her?
In the graveyard, lad. The poor woman died of grief. It's sad to say, but we can't help those two dead girls now. And they can't help us with our investigation either. There's nobody else left who could tell us anything about them.
So I'm guessing because the first girl was called Chestnut, she also had brown hair. Also, if that really is the first victim, it probably sets a pattern for the rest of them. Why did you start looking into it?
Why were you looking into it? Who were those dead girls to you?
I don't know what people told you about me, but for many long years I was a scribe for Kuttenberg's bailiff. Kuttenberg is a big city with a lot of people. Silver, silver, silver. Mining it, smelting it, stealing it. There's always something going on. The bailiff was always running from hell to Hades, from one rich man to another, settling their quarrels. Often trivial nonsense.
But there are more than just rich burghers and lords in the city.
Exactly. There are common folk, too. There's a lot more of them, and their troubles are usually more serious. So when one of them came to the bailiff's one time, and the bailiff was running around somewhere, I started to deal with it myself. I was pretty good at it, too.
Behind the bailiff's back?
Not really. Andreas supported my activities until recently.
What happened?
I don't want to talk about it. Sorry.
Well, that seems relevant. Probably worth speaking to the bailiff. Do you have any suspects?
Did you have any suspects back then?
You can always find some suspect. I always dragged the most suspicious ones to the body in the morgue by force. And they threw up at the sight. Or fainted.
Couldn't it have just been an act?
Fainting? Vomiting? That's hard to act. I'd swear none of them did it.
Okay, can you sum it up for me?
Can you sum it all up for me?
We have 6 victims here, and I believe they were all murdered by the same killer. Unfortunately, we only know a little about the last 4, the most recent ones. By now, we won't learn anything about the first 2. Of the remaining 4, the first to be killed was the maidservant, Yarka. She was raised by Father Prokop from the Church of St. Peter and Paul. He should know the most about her. The next were Stanya and Zdena. Their bodies weren't found, but we assume they also became victims of the same murderer. They both hung around a tavern they called the Hole in the Wall. Stanya was an alehouse maid, and Zdena a pickpocket. And the last victim is Alice now, also a maid. What they all have in common is that they were young, beautiful, and brunette.
Mm-hmm. Can't help but notice that probably is the same pattern as Catherine fits into that description pretty well.
Good. I know everything I need to know.
When you learn something more, stop by and see me. You've aroused a bit of hope in me, lad. I hope you won't disappoint me.
Alright. So now we have a ton of quests. I'm just going to put a little marker here, because this is where we saw him. I want to speak to the bailiff. Bailiff is the next person I want to speak to. Before I speak to anyone else, I want to go bailiff, and I want to go bathhouse. I know he said we won't find anything, but... you know, that's a coward's way of thinking. Oh, is it open? Oh, if it's open, that's huge. No, it's locked. Okay. I need to go in the other way. It's fine.
I'm an honest man.
Right. I'm allowed in here. Let's go see the bailiff. Are you the bailiff? No, you're Friedrich Hummel. Okay. Hello, guard. That's locked. My mistake. Is this the way to the bailiff? I'm a little lost, but that's okay. That one's also locked. This is open. Just the right way? Yes, this feels like the right way. Hello. Alright, well, good speaking to you. Definitely can't find out anything about the other guy from the bailiff. Alright, well, just seeing whether we get rewarded for going off path here. I'm still going to go to the bathhouse and see if anyone has anything to say. Right. Let's see if anyone can remember anything. If nobody can, then I think I'm going to go hole in the wall next. I could go to Father Prokop, but I kind of feel like Father Prokop might have done it, so I feel like instead of going to him first, I'll go to him later. So I have more information when I go there. Right, bathhouse. Have to assume it's the one up here because, well, it's the one that makes sense. Right. All the way up. We were specifically told many times we will get no information from this, by the way. I'm just letting you know that I'm aware that we were told that we will get no information, but at the same time, occasionally the game just doesn't tell us the truth. So that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that we can find a little extra information here. Although I suspect what we're going to find out is that she was a brunette, which we can kind of get from her name. Anyway, let's go through here and along to the end. Right. Almost there. And we are now there. Wonderful. In here. Hello.
Greetings. Do you need something?
No, I don't want to drink with you.
Sir.
You've got nothing to say to me. Hanka. You're the one I'm looking for.
My God, lad.
Yeah, I am covered in blood. You know what?
Certain.
Yeah, why don't you
need a hot
wash
bath.
my clothes as well?
Excellent.
Okay. So yeah, no info from the No info from the bathhouse. However, we did get our
Well,
bloodied love
careful.
cleaned.
It isn't safe around here.
Right. I love how she says it isn't safe around here, and I'm just thinking, wait a second, haven't I killed most people around here? I'm the reason it isn't safe. Anyway. There's our horse. Alright, you'll work out how to do slopes eventually, Pebbles.
Quick!
Right. Hoping that I can go quicker around the edge of the city here. Then I could just go in through the center. Okay. Then down this way. This should take us to the hole in the wall, hopefully. Oh, it's another fast travel point from Kutzenberg? That's huge. Also, there's a whole area over there we haven't been to. I just realized. Yeah. Okay. Is this the one I want to go into? Might be okay. Yeah.
Nice and slow.
Yeah, this is the gate I wanted to go in. Alright. It's fine. And then over this way. It'll take us to the Hole in the Wall Tavern. Right. Let's see if we can get some more clues. We have our main suspect. But it might also just be because he's the only person with a name who we've spoken to. Which isn't really fair as a way to suspect him, but anyway. Right. Upstairs. Apparently it's along this way. Ah. Hello. I'm looking for someone named Stranad.
Are you Sternad?
Sternad.
The one that went with Zdenna?
Who the fuck are you?
Just an ordinary bloke who has some questions.
Well then, piss off. You won't get any answers here. All you're gonna get here is a kick in the teeth.
I think we can come to an agreement.
Why so rash? That kind of attitude will do you no favours. Let's make a deal. You tell me everything you know about Zdenna, and I'll make sure you're no worse for wear.
Ah. You're the lord what that whore robbed. Don't worry about it. She weren't nothing but a lying bitch.
So, if I understand correctly, we can make a deal?
For the right price, I'll tell you all I know.
Okay. Here you go.
Is this the right price?
You fucking bet it is. Ask away and I'll tell you everything.
Well, tell me something about Zdenna.
What can you tell me about Zdenna?
What do you want to hear? I try to keep her out of trouble, but there's just no helping some women.
So you were taking care of her?
Well, just in front of the others. Other than that, she did what she wanted. Always made her mind up and did things her own way.
So you weren't too fond of her?
Not really, no. But she did have a knack for making coin.
Where can I find Zdenna?
Aye. That's what I like to fucking know too. Last time I saw her... Well, that'd be back when she managed to fleece you.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to find her.
I can well imagine. Well, she went to Ravstein Mill. It's quite a long ways away. She had some unfinished business with some bloke called Pint. Ain't nobody seen her since then.
Did she have any friends or lovers who know more? Did anybody come here to see her?
Who come to see that bitch? She was always off somewhere, seeing someone. Although, once...
Someone came to see her?
Well, aye. Some stuffed frock came here once. All old and decrepit. He said he had some job for her. That she should leave behind her sinful life and all that shit. But he left empty-handed. She told him to go to hell.
Do you know who that priest was?
Some fucking Prokop or Pravoslav or some such shit.
Uh-huh.
But that reminds me. I saw her a couple of times with another bastard. That fucking bard, William.
What do you know about that priest?
What do you know about this priest?
Not much. Seems they knew each other from before. And he had some job for her somewhere. Serving as a maid or something. But she weren't stupid. She told him to fuck right off.
And did he go?
Aye, indeed. He didn't look like the kind of fella that had knocked some sense into a woman. I think he just told her if she changed her mind to come and see him. or some shit like that.
And could she have changed her mind and gone to him? And that's why nobody's seen her?
No. She took off. I'm sure about that.
And could she have run away with this bard, William?
With that lily-livered fop? Well, he ain't been seen in town for some time, but I think someone was out to get him. He still don't come here no more. He plucks that loot of his in the miners' tavern. The wee shit.
I've heard enough.
Okay. So that's the second person who knew Father Prokop. Although it doesn't necessarily implicate him. It does make it more likely. Hey, Mole.
Good day to you.
Did Stanya work here?
Did Estanya work here?
Stanya. Maybe. It depends on who's asking.
My name's Henry.
Names don't interest me. The main thing is whether it's a good guest or a bad guest asking. What kind of guest are you, Henry?
I'm a good guest.
I'm a good guest.
Really? Let's see. Do you know how to recognize a good guest?
They spend money.
By the fact he spends a lot of coin?
Aye. I like talking to them kind of guests. A lot. So, what'll it be, my good man?
What if I paid well?
What if I simply paid you and you tell me what I want to know?
Ask away.
I want to know if Stanya worked here.
She did. And she don't know more. What's it to you?
I heard she disappeared without a trace. So I'm trying to find out if anyone had anything to do with it.
It's possible. The chamber she was sleeping in here was totally ransacked. The door open. Everything emptied out. And Stanya was gone. All I found were bloody footprints.
Bloody footprints. Interesting. So no blood in the room. So maybe she was killed elsewhere and then this person came back to her room to clear it out? How did Stanya's room look?
How did Stanya's room look?
The door was wide open. Most of her things were gone, but some remained. And there was blood all over the place.
Blood? Was there a lot?
Not so much, really. More like hand or footprints. But they were near everywhere. If someone done her in, they definitely didn't do it in that chamber.
Tell me something else.
First, you'll have another beer. Or is it time to pay?
What?
If you want to ask, you have to drink. Didn't you get that?
You're quite the extortionist.
I prefer to be called an enterprising man of trade. So, what'll it be?
I don't want to pay anything.
I don't want to pay you any more. I think you could answer my questions directly and not always try to wheedle money out of me. That makes it look like you might have some motive for keeping me from finding out anything about that murder.
Nonsense. How could you think that? Come on. Ask me anything you want.
Okay. What can you tell me about Stanya?
What was Stanya like? What can you tell me about her?
A bold woman. One has to be here. Everyone's ballsy here unless you nib it in the bud right away. She was hanging around a bard for a while. I don't know how close they were, but she also had another suitor.
Someone from the city?
No, a charcoal burner. I heard he was from somewhere in the, Verchlitz Valley. I think his name was Barton?
Okay. Where can I find Barton?
Where can I find this Barton?
I already told you. In the Verchlitz Valley.
Could you be a bit more precise?
I don't know that bloke at all. All I know is he's a charcoal burner. So if I was you, I'd look somewhere around the charcoal kilns.
Wonderful. Did anyone else... Well, how about that bard? Was it William or Willem?
What do you know about that bard?
What about him? He's a minstrel, a skirt chaser. What more can I say? He called himself William. As far as I know, he plays in the miners' tavern in the evenings. But sometimes he shows up here, too.
You think he might have been the one who...
Now that you mention it, he cleared out of town for a while and only came back not long ago. It could be him, all right. I know he met with some odd people and talked about God knows what, like bloody spies. Besides, you know what minstrels are like. Lasses just flock to them. And like they say, opportunity makes the thief.
Or in this case, a murderer.
Did anyone else know Stanya?
Apart from those men, did anyone else know Stanya? I mean, more intimately.
Well, I got bad news for you. She had 2 close friends, but you won't get much out of either of them.
Why?
One was hit by a cart, even before Stanya disappeared, and she died. And the other one got married and moved away.
Uh-huh, so she was also alone. Did anyone see what happened?
Did anybody see what actually happened when Stanya disappeared?
No, it was at night. Nobody saw or heard anything. The tavern tends to be empty at that hour, and you won't meet many people on the street neither.
That's all I need to know.
Alright, well thank you for all the info.
I'm sorry.
It happens. Just watch where
Just trying to
you're
get
going.
out of there. So we have a couple of yeah, a couple new leads. Let's just see. Assuming that there's going to be nothing left here, because like it could be ages ago. But might as well just have a little look around. If there's any kind of clues left in this place. Also see if there's another way that you could get into this place. You could sleep there. And there's a bit up here. But yeah, no, I don't think there's any more info we can get out of this place. Alright. So we now have 2 suspects. We have the father and we have the bard William. Alright, where do we want to go next? I want to go down there to find out what happened. We've been to that inn a few times. Not in, that mill a few times. It would arrive later at night though. I don't want to speak to William yet because we already, we have some info on him. But we want to get some more info on him before we speak to him. What are my other options? Sorry. Stanya, Zedena, Yarka's background. So it's Father Prokop. Okay. I don't want to speak to Father Prokop yet. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go rest and then probably head out. Yeah, rest and head out in the morning. So we've got to go there and there. So we'll do a long trip down there, I think. Makes sense to me. Right. So, let's head in here. Let's find somewhere to sit, read our books, and then, yeah, we can head out later. Right. Well, after a good rest, I should say. I'm not going to speak to Catherine yet either. I don't have all the info I need.
At your service.
We don't need to wash. We could read one of our lore books while we're here. Just because we got some time to burn. I don't have any other books, so yeah. How about on Simony? Treatise of Master Jan House of the Papal Simony. May the Pope be called a Simonist and seller of indulgences. It would seem that he may not, for he is, after all, the master of the whole world, whom it behoves to take what he will and how much, and to act as he pleases, and that he is the most holy Father who cannot be besmirched by sin. Let it be known that many popes have been and are heretics and otherwise evildoers, and should be dethroned, and much could be written thereof. And therefore I do not doubt that the Pope may be a Simonist. And he who would insist that the Pope may not be accused of simony or other mortal sins, he, it seems, would raise him up above Peter and the other apostles. And what of that? That he is the master of this world who is immune to sin and may act as he pleases. The answer to that is that the only master of this world is God, and it is only he who can do all the things, and only he who is without sin, and not the Pope. Perhaps you will say, here on earth the Pope is the most holy Father. I tell you, if you can show me proof that he truly lives most holy and does so act, that he follows Christ in poverty, in humility and meekness, temperance, moral cleanliness, and labor, then I will believe you that he is the holiest of the holy. Only instead of that, I see covetousness, pride, and other sins that show he truly is not holy. And what of it? That I claim something other than the rest of the world, which allows the holiness of the Pope and regards him as infallible and without sin? Who, then, are you to believe? I tell you, even if everyone on earth should call him holy, while in truth he has turned away from Christ, he shall not be holy only because he is called so. It is not words but deeds that matter before the court of God. I don't think this Jan House might be onto something here. Sorry, you're wearing an interesting outfit. Hello.
What would you like?
I know you're just the innkeeper, but I wondered if she had some more stuff going on. Why don't you come out first? I'm not in a rush. Do I need to eat? I probably need to eat. Yes, I definitely need to eat. Okay, so we'll eat some cheese. And that'll do. Right. In here. Up the stairs first time. Oh ho. Right. We'll retire to our room for the night. So now we are going to do the traditional sit until just about 10 o'clock. And then we will probably wake up around 7. Actually, let's just cancel that. Just because I think I can sleep until then anyway. Yeah, perfect. Why do I want to wake up then? Well, because I kind of want to arrive at our first location around 9ish. So if we wake up about 7:30, that will be pretty much perfect. Right. So we're up. Right. Let's eat some food. So I will eat some... Oh, my honey is so good for nourishment. Okay. I will eat some walnuts, I guess, and a pear. Just a very normal breakfast. On our diet of almost exclusively walnuts and meat. Although I suppose we did eat some cheese, so maybe that's not entirely true. Right. Ah, hello. Yo, Matt.
Come here.
Oh, I got you something.
Look what I have for you.
It's dried beef.
You have a con.
There we go.
Hey, Matt.
Just wait for Matt to finish the food. Let's go. So, I'm just figuring out where we want to go. I guess I want to go to this place. And then, yeah. That makes the most sense. This gate and then see where we're going from there. Right. Cross over the river. And we're off. You can also have a look at this place, which we haven't really had a look at yet. Can I go through here? Whoa. No, I cannot go through here. Okay. Try to stay close to the edge so we can discover buildings and things in there. Okay. Not much there. Right. We're now out on the open road again. I think we just follow this path all the way along. That'll get us where we need to go. Right. So, the mill we've already cleared out, right? So all we need to do there is literally just speak to the people. I do get the feeling, and some people are going to say, I told you so here, I imagine. But I do get the feeling that if we had just done the main quest up until this point, we would have ended up going to a lot of the places where we did the side quest beforehand. I'm very well aware that that is the case. I feel like I'm forever tainted from having the games, like the RPGs that I played growing up being things like BioWare RPGs, so Knights of the Old Republic and so on. And the reason I say that is because on those games, it very much was designed, at least as far as I could tell, to do every single thing that you could do before possibly moving forward the main story, because it would very easily just block off the main story from you. Oh, this is the charcoal burner place, not the mill. Oh, in which case I haven't been here. Oh, this was the mill I thought it was. Okay, no, so this is a different mill. Anyway. Oh yeah, that's the other mill that we found, and I was like, oh, it's a mill and it's got nothing to do in it. Okay, anyway. But yeah, I feel like more modern games are kind of like, no, the side quests will just naturally be in the areas you go to via the main quest. Anyway.
I need to ask you something.
I don't have time for that. Ask the foreman. You'll find him around here somewhere.
Alright then. Charcoal burner. It's probably up next to the buildings, I'd imagine. You the foreman? No? I thought the foreman would be over here somewhere. Let's just keep asking people.
I heard they're going to cut down the old oak at the crossroads.
Nope, not you.
Oh, no. Why?
You? No.
A lovely tree like that. It's a nice place to
I love how the charcoal burner's like, oh, we're gonna cut down the trees. Like, yeah. Do you see what you do as a job? There's a lot of chopped down trees. Right. Oh, hello.
Are you the foreman? I was told to speak to you.
If you're here for charcoal, you'll have to wait.
I'm not here about charcoal. I'm looking for Stanya, an alehouse maid from Kuttenberg.
Aha. And why are you looking here?
I heard she was consorting with some charcoal burner here.
Well, I don't know nothing about that. Who goes with who?
Wow. Thanks, man. Really appreciate your input. Oh, Barton. Hello. I'm looking for Stanya.
I'm looking for someone named Stanya.
You're in a charcoal camp, fella. What would a woman be doing here?
But you know Stanya, don't you?
Aye. You could say that. Why?
I'm looking for the killer of a girl in town. And I heard that someone also tried to kill this Stanya.
That's true. She told me something like that. But that was a long time ago.
So you don't know what became of her?
I really don't know, mate. But even if I did know, how can I be sure you aren't that killer?
That's a fair question. Let's say Lumiere gave me the task.
Lumiere himself, the Kuttenberg bailiff's former scribe, gave me the task. He was looking into her disappearance, and he sent me to find her.
Well, I don't know. I remember Lumiere. He was all right. That's all true, but...
But what? What are you still brooding over?
You seem like the right man for a job like that. Sorry, but after all that happened to Stanya, I like to be careful.
So Stanya is here?
Aye. She's hiding with us. Since that thing happened, she's afraid to even go outside. I don't know what to do with her anymore.
Can I speak to her?
If it'll help you. She's hiding in that cottage, but be nice to her. She's in a bad way. She used to be such a gutsy girl. God be with you.
So we have a witness. Well, that's certainly good. Okay. Wait, this one? Wait. Oh. Okay. He's sometimes standing over here, I guess. He said that cottage, and he kind of nudged his head back. I was like, oh, it must be the one right behind us. Oh, all the way over here. Alright. Let's see. Well, maybe she just knows who did it, in which case we've kind of bypassed everything, but let's see. Hello.
Who are you? How did you find me? If you came here to finish what you started, I'm not afraid of you. I'll claw your eyes out.
Don't be afraid. Barton told me where to find you.
Barton sent you to me. What do you want from me?
Lumiere thought you were dead. I was supposed to find out what happened to you.
Lumiere? From the rat house? He sent you.
Exactly. Someone killed a girl in Kuttenberg. Lumiere thought it might be connected with you, so maybe you could help us find out who did it.
How can I help you when I haven't been in Kuttenberg since... I don't even know when.
Okay. So, Stanya the alehouse maid is alive, but she obviously doesn't know who did it because she thought it could be us. Let's say... Why did you run away?
You disappeared from the hole in the wall without saying goodbye. Without a word. What happened?
Someone attacked me when I was coming home from the baths one night. I managed to get away, but I was so afraid, I decided to run away from Kuttenberg.
Did you see who it was?
Not at all. I didn't see anything until he jumped out of the shadows and grabbed me around the neck. And he was terribly strong. I nearly blacked out right away.
And how did you manage to break free?
I had an empty pitcher in my hand, and I hit him with it. He howled and let me go, and I ran away.
Here? To the charcoal burners?
No, first to my room in the hole. But I was so scared there. I took what I could and ran. Here, to Barton.
And your lover? What did he say?
At first he was horrified, because I had cut myself on a shard from the pitcher and was all bloody. He's been hiding me here since then.
Okay. What's interesting is that is another connection. We now have a connection to the bathhouse. Because the original person was a bathhouse, or the first victim we know of was a bathhouse maid. This person going back from the baths, that gives us another potential connection. Let's say you walked home from the baths at night.
You walked home from the baths at night?
What's so odd about that?
Well, at night, the baths are...
Ah, right. I went there after closing. I always brought the girls a pitcher of wine or ale and took a bath while they drank it.
Ah. So that's why you had the empty pitcher you hit him with?
Right. I went there regularly. Every week.
The same way every time?
Aye, always the same way. The shortest one. I didn't want to stay out too long at night.
And who knew that you went by yourself to the baths?
Well, everyone from the tavern, I reckon. I didn't hide it.
Okay. Do you remember anything about the attacker?
Do you remember anything important about the attacker? What he looked like? What he was wearing?
I don't know anything. It was at night. He grabbed me from behind, and then I ran and never turned back.
And what about when you hit him? What did he do?
He let me go and cursed.
Aha. And what did he say?
He said Scheisse in German.
Oh. German. That's interesting. I'm not going to say either of these things because this is leading the witness. Let's say keep trying to remember.
Seems you're the only one to survive the killer's attack. I know it isn't easy for you to think about it, but try to remember something else about that moment, or when you were running away. Anything can help us, even if it seems insignificant.
I don't know. It's all like in a fog.
You were walking down the street. Did you notice anything before he attacked you?
No, nothing.
You didn't see anything or hear anything?
Actually, I knew the side street wasn't empty. I heard somebody talking, but when I looked, there was nobody there. So when somebody grabbed me, I completely froze.
Did you understand what they were talking about?
Not at all. But there were two voices. Two of them waiting for me there.
Interesting. Okay. So if there were two voices there, then that opens up some options. So it might not be... It could be two people working together. It could be one person hiring another person. There's all sorts of things it could be. Try to think about the attack.
It's difficult, I understand. But I need you to think hard one more time. Aside from those voices and the empty street, what else do you remember?
I didn't hear him at all. And then he grabbed me.
And nothing else? Did he grab your hair?
Well, no. He grabbed me by the throat right away and squeezed. Just for a moment. But I still had a big bruise round my neck for weeks. Barton said the man must have had a terribly strong grip. Like a miner or swordsman.
Okay. What was it like working in the hole?
What was it like working in the hole?
Well, I earned a few groschen, that I did. But I often had to grit my teeth.
How so?
Every single day I had to put up with their lewd remarks. Rich or poor, everyone wants to grope a girl. People, well, us girls have to watch out. We can't just put up with it. And sometimes we have to be tough. Especially in a place like the hole. But you can't overdo it either. That's no good.
How so?
Because if you smile at them nicely, then sometimes they leave a groschen, or even two. You have to keep a balance. To look friendly, but unavailable.
Okay. We're not going to say any of that. Let's see who bothered you at the hole.
You said that rich or poor, they all like to grope girls. Like who?
Truth be told, the hole isn't exactly a good place for a rich man, but young von Groll used to go there for a while.
Is that so? Did he talk to you?
He smiled at me a lot, so I smiled back, but beyond a few groschen, there was nothing more to it. Then this thieving wench started hanging around him and... Oh, it doesn't matter. But that servant of his didn't like it, tried to drive her away, and so the young lord stopped bringing him with him.
Von Grolla had a servant with him?
Aye, a pudgy fella, well-dressed, but had a mean face. He never said a word or smiled, or even said thank you.
Well, isn't that interesting? A new person. It could be Von Grolla and his servant. I'm not going to say any of these, because we're not going to lead her into it. Why didn't you come back?
Why didn't you go back to the hole?
Just to get murdered there? Are you mad? I'm never going back there. Not until they catch him.
Okay. How are you now?
How are you now?
I'm still awful scared. I can't fall asleep knowing that, and I can't even really leave the house.
Alright.
I reckon that'll be all.
I'm sorry I'm not able to help you more.
You don't need to apologise. You didn't do anything wrong.
Thank you. Could I ask you for a favour?
If it's in my power.
When you catch that bastard, would you please let me know? So I can finally stop being afraid.
I'll stop by if I can.
God bless you, sir.
Alright. Interesting. We'll do a little marker here. Be nice if I could place multiple markers, but anyway. We know where the other guy is. He's kind of in that area. I'll just remember. We also probably have to go back to him at some point anyway. Where's our horse? There we go. So we have a new potential suspect. We have Von Groll, who does have a second person with them. And we know that there were 2 people. And we know it was at night from the baths. That's a lot of info, actually, that we've gained. I think we just follow this path out here, actually. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't know if you saw... Oh.
We should go back.
I see. I was going to say, I don't know if you saw Pebble as acting all weird, but I guess that's why Pebbles was acting weird. It's because we're not actually allowed on that path. Okay. Let's head up to the other side of the camp then. And get to the road. There we go. Perfect. Now we can follow this road along. Wonderful. Also, I did notice Henry said that she was the only one alive. Now, it could be that this is dialogue which is reactive. However, it doesn't bode well for Zdenna, because that seems to be the way the game goes. Is if he says something like that, that probably means that it's true. So I'm guessing Zdenna is dead. We'll see. Maybe she also lived. That's why she's also missing. But yeah, her going back to a mill makes sense if she's a thief. Right, switch path. And then follow this one.
Quick!
Yeah. And all the way along here through these nice open fields. Trying to see the mill up ahead, but I think it might be past those trees. We've not spent a lot of time at this part of the map. We've spent a lot of time in other bits of the map, but not this one. This is kind of, we've only been through it when we had to ride through it previously for other quests. Right. Although I suppose, again, it doesn't have a lot in it. It's mostly just a field. Anyway. Right. Do I take a shortcut through here, maybe? Possibly. Yeah, let's do that. Take a little shortcut. Pebbles probably won't like it, but that's okay. Straight down here. Ooh, avoid whatever this is. Then across this way. Right. Back up.
Come on!
Got full stamina again. Now we're at the mill. Right. Get off the horse. Hello, housemaid. Hello, Miller.
Greetings.
Oh. Guess I just need to look for someone else. Maybe you, Pint?
Greetings to you. How can I help?
Are you Pint?
Are you Pint?
I am. Why?
I'm looking for Zdenna.
I don't know any Zdenna.
Sternard said something different.
You're a friend of Sternard's, are you?
I don't really know him.
Actually, I don't really know him that well. But he's the only one I know who knew Zdenna. And he sent me to you.
Well, if he told you that, I reckon it's all right. He's not much of a traitorous rat, I reckon.
I wouldn't entirely count on that. So you knew Zdenna? Can you tell me something about her?
I know Zdenna all right, but she ain't been here in some time. Why are you looking for her? What do you want from her?
I'm looking for a... Back in the city, they think she's either dead or run off somewhere. And you're the last person to see her before she went missing.
Kurva.
What can you tell me about Zdenna?
What can you tell me about Zdenna?
She always had it hard. She lost her parents and her home as a child. She had to learn to take care of herself.
And what about Sternad? How does he fit into this?
Sternad was her guardian angel, as she used to say. If she hadn't been thieving with him, she probably would have ended up a whore. But by sharing with him, she could do what she wanted.
Uh-huh. I'm surprised she stuck with him as long as she did.
That's because she had a hideout somewhere nearby. That's why she'd come to me with her loot, before they taxed her on the spot. And the last time she was here, she said one more haul like this, and she'll be able to go wherever she wanted. To Prague or Vienna.
I heard she wanted to sell you some valuables. Is that true?
Oh, aye. She had a good haul. No rubbish. Mostly jewelry, rings, one signet ring with a coat of arms and everything.
Oh, really?
She left it all here. I paid her a pretty sum of coin. It was a good thing she had a basket with her. Otherwise, she couldn't have carried it all.
And what about that signet ring? Do you still have it?
She didn't sell me the ring. She wanted to keep it. Said it'd bring her luck someday.
What kind of ring was it?
Do you know what kind of luck she meant? Did you recognize the signet on the ring?
No. I didn't recognize that signet. But all the while, Zdenna was giggling to herself. I reckon she had her eye on another mark.
Where did she go next from here? You said she had a lot of coin on her.
That she did. She also had a feeling someone was following her. Someone on a horse.
Someone followed her on a horse from Kuttenberg. Did she say what he looked like?
She didn't. At first, she thought it was some wealthy lord out for a ride. But he held back. Never passed by her and...
And did you see him? Did he come all the way here?
No. But Zdenna thought he would show. She even left her scarf here and paid some girl to walk around with it to make it look like she was still here.
And then where'd she go?
She wanted to go the back way, through the woods, so nobody could follow her. Past the woods is a road and a ford across a stream. Next to it is a huge boulder. When it rains, the water can rise fast. The road goes on to Kuttenberg.
Well, if it leads back to the road and there was really someone following her, I reckon if they saw she was long in returning, they could have waited for her at the ford, no?
Fuck! That's quite possible. I made a point of looking, but I didn't see any riders that day. So I forgot about it.
Okay, do you still have Zdenna's scarf?
Zdenna's scarf? Do you still have it?
Aye. I wanted to give it back to her the next time she came.
Will you give it to me? I'll try having my dog track her down.
All the same to me. Here you go. But it's been a long time. I don't know if it will help.
Okay, I'm not going to, again, lead him. I'm just going to say I'll check out the ford.
Well, I'll go and check out that ford. Maybe I'll find something there.
I hope you don't. Take care, sir.
Okay. What? Track? What? Track?
Track.
This. Let's go. Alright. That's off.
Good doggy. Good boy.
Don't know how far... Wait, how far away is this ford? Alright, it's not that far. Okay. We'll follow Matt. Yeah. I'm getting the feeling it might not be Father Prokop. I feel like he's too obvious. I feel like William the Bard is not connected to everyone. I feel like I haven't heard anything about him for the other people. Father Prokop seems to be connected, but I think that this noble house seems more connected. The fact that it was related to the baths, there's a signet ring missing, definitely seems like that could be it. It's interesting that you can suggest that it was Mole to the person at the charcoal burners camp, but I don't think it is Mole. I think that's a specific one for them. Anyway. Is it over here, Mutt? Is it next to the ford by any chance? Come on, Mutt. We can go a little quicker. It is nice that Mutt is at least moving quicker if we move quicker. Alright. Let's keep going. You got anything, Mutt? Or do we have to do tracking closer? Let's get a little closer and see if Mutt will do tracking here. Yeah, I don't know if Mutt's actually tracking anything. Oh? Yeah. Maybe. Right, head a little closer to the ford. Right. Further along here. And I think this is it, just up ahead. Although I'm not sure. Yeah, this is it. Mutt. Mutt. Track. Mutt. Track.
Here, Mutt.
This.
Search.
Oh, that was a solid bark. That's a bark I know where I'm going bark. Alright. I'll follow you, Mutt. Think maybe it's all that blood over there? I think it's probably all that
That
blood.
has to be that ford Pint was talking about. We should take a look around here.
Okay. I think I really want to take a look at this, fortunately. Okay, apparently I have to go to the ford first and look at it, otherwise... Oh, there's the basket, I see.
This must be that basket of silver Zdena was carrying with her. She wouldn't have just left that here. But where did it come from? Maybe it rolled down the hill?
It's come from here. Lots and lots of blood up here. Okay. Up this way. Mutt.
Here, Mutt. Search. Here, Mutt. Search.
There we go. This way, huh? Ah, there we go. More.
Good dog, Mutt. Show me.
Praise.
Good boy. Good boy.
Right, so up here, we have this. Oh. There's Stena.
Poor thing. She didn't get very far. Ugh, she's been lying here a long time. At first glance, this body isn't as mutilated as the others.
Okay. Let's examine her limbs.
Ugh, I can't make much out by now. But it seems as if the fingers on her right hand are broken. Did the murderer torture her? Or was he trying to get something out of her hand?
Examine the torso.
Oh, she's all stuck to her clothes. They're torn up, but I don't see any cuts. The rips are odd. Like someone was looking for something.
Head?
Unfortunately, I can't tell if somebody strangled her like the others. She's been lying here too long for that, but her head is smashed in. Either the murderer hit her with a rock, or dashed her hard against the ground. She must have put up a fight. Or maybe he lost his patience. Oh, my God. Oh, something fell out of her. A signet ring. Oh, that must be the one she stole. But how did it get inside her? Did she swallow it herself? Or did the murderer shove it in there? Was she trying to hide it? Or was it punishment for stealing? Well, that's enough. But what does it all mean? I'd say she put up a decent fight, and the killer had to improvise, and that's about all I can find out. She's probably been lying here a few weeks. But that ring is a good lead.
I think that she's disconnected. Or at least it wasn't the same person, right? Let's think about how the others have been described. So we have the bathhouse maid. So Chestnut. So she was at the baths. We had somebody ambushed on the way home from the baths. Like, they seem like they were maybe planned. This is unplanned. This is improvised, and it's related to this ring. So maybe the rest of them were done as the servant and the noble, and this was just the noble alone? Let's see if there's any info on the ring. Oh, it might be in West. Here we go. Can't really make out anything on it. Alright, well we can see if somebody will tell us something. Right. So that's Zadena. I guess I should go and tell the people at the mill. Right. Let's head back along here to the mill and see if we can tell Pint the info. That might get something more out of him, potentially. But yeah, I also think she must have swallowed it. Because he was looking for it. He was definitely looking for it. So, yeah, maybe he was worried it would trace back to him, obviously. That would make some level of sense. Right. Let's head in here. See what info we've got. Or what info we can get.
Humble respect.
Pint? Pint's gone, huh? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm looking for Pint. Hey. Okay, that's fine.
I'm sorry.
Should be. Oh, that's the guy I'm looking for. Pint. Pint. Come on. Okay, can't tell him anything. That's fine. Horse. On the horse. Let's see where we can go. So, we've got all the information outside of town. Now we gotta go back into town. So now we gotta go find out something about Yarka. We also need to find William. I think I'm gonna find William first. He's at the Miners' Tavern. That's what we were told. So we know where that is. And we're welcome there. So we might as well head back and speak to them first. See if he's still hanging around. It's a dead body on the road. Alright. Let's have a look. Alright. Smoked trout. Getting a treat, mutt. Right. Let's get back on the horse and back up here. Wonderful. So, head along the main road and all the way back into Gutenberg. Right.
You have a kind mouth.
So, I believe that the Miners' Tavern is along here. And possibly just through here to the left. There we go. Miners' Tavern. Did I hear the sound of a lute? I think I heard the sound of a lute. Maybe just a single strum?
Excuse me?
Is it in here? This might not be the tavern. This might be somewhere else. Oh, there's the tavern.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
I can definitely hear some strums of a lute in the back of the mix. Now I just need to find the person who's playing them. Really mean to get trapped in there.
What now? I should get going.
Hello.
Excuse me.
It's William, right? I need to talk to you.
What is it? Do we know each other? Do I owe you money?
My name's Henry, and no, we don't know each other, and you don't owe me money. But we do have something in common. We have a lot of mutual friends.
What? What do you want of me? I don't have to talk to you.
Well, let's say I can talk to the guards about you.
You don't need to. I can go and chat with the guards instead. Tell them you're the one hurting those girls.
What? I don't have anything to do with any girls.
Really? You? A notorious skirt chaser? Do you think anyone will believe you?
I just got back to the city. I don't know what you're trying to pin on me, but whatever it is, I didn't do it.
But everyone remembers you. You better spit it out before someone points the finger at you.
Come on. All right, then. Ask away.
Did you know Alice the maid?
Did you know Alice?
I know a lot of Alices. You have to be more specific.
The one they found dead somewhere below the town walls.
Oh, her. I didn't know her, but I heard about it.
Okay. You weren't her suitor?
They say she had a rich young suitor. Do you know anything about that?
Me? Do I look rich to you? I get paid in food.
But you could at least pass yourself off as wealthy.
Or I could claim to be the Virgin Mary, but I doubt anyone would believe me.
Okay, I heard she used to go to dances.
I heard she used to go to dances.
Yeah, and? I'm not the only musician in the city. I really didn't know her.
That's fair. I heard you knew Stanya, the alehouse maid.
And I hear you knew Stanya.
Which one do you mean?
The alehouse wench from the hole. I heard you had something with her too.
Well, she batted her eyes at me a couple of times when I was still playing there. A nice girl, but I didn't know her much.
Okay. The innkeeper said something different.
And the innkeeper Mole told me a different story. He said you were the one coming on to her.
Fine, we had a bit of fun together. But she was always the one who started it.
Before she gave you the boot for an ordinary charcoal burner.
That's not true. She'd been seeing that charcoal burner long before she met me.
And you didn't mind?
Why should I? I didn't want to marry her.
So what did you want from her then?
You're yanking my pizzle, right? Of course I wanted to fuck her, but no, we never got around to it.
Okay, someone wanted to kill her.
Someone wanted to kill her.
What? Her? Yeah, but... What does that have to do with me? It wasn't me, and I don't know anybody who'd want to do that either.
Okay. And you definitely knew Zdena the pickpocket.
Do you remember Zdena? You knew her, didn't you?
Do I know Zdena? As wild as the wind and always full of life. And those nimble fingers. You always had to check your purse around her.
Did she steal something from you?
A traveling minstrel doesn't have much to steal, but she was well aware of that. She was on the lookout for some better prey.
Well, Zdena's days of stealing are over.
They caught her. I told her she'd be better off traveling the world with me.
And worse. Someone killed her. It's been a while now.
What? So she...
I'm afraid so.
Though I can't say I'm surprised. She robbed so many people. It was a matter of time before one of them got back at her.
You don't happen to know who she wanted to rob?
There were lots. Anyone she thought was rich enough who let her ply her charms for a while. Like young von Groller. When he started coming here, she got to him right away. Said she was gonna rob him blind.
And might she have stolen a ring from him?
I don't know. I had to disappear before she succeeded.
Okay. Young Von Groller, you say? It's a second one for Von Groller. But it's for the same person. I think Von Groller is probably who killed Zdena. But did Von Groller kill the rest of them? That's a difficult one to say, because the MO is different, right? She was tracked down and beaten up while someone was searching for something, but that's not really what happened to the rest of them. The rest of them were kind of calculated murders. So I don't know. Well, at least the other two that we know about, maybe. I guess we don't really have a lot of like solid information. Right. Let's speak to the father. Right, in here. Along this way. And Father Prokop.
Of the Holy Spirit.
Hello.
Good day to you. What brings you here?
About the killings in the city.
Father, I need to ask you a few questions.
I don't have time for theological discussions, my son.
That's not why I'm here. My name's Henry, and I wanted to ask about the murder that happened recently. Someone killed and gutted a young maidservant, and left her body lying by the city walls. And I hear it's not the first time this has happened.
Another one murdered. May the Lord grant her eternal rest. Why is it you ask?
Let's say, I fear for my sister. She's also a maid.
I fear for my sister. She's also a maid.
Yes. Fear for those close to you is commendable. What would you like to hear?
One of the other victims was a girl named Yarka. But I reckon you know that, don't you?
What can you tell me about her?
What can you tell me about her?
About Yarka. She was an ordinary girl. She served the von Groll family.
Oh? The von Groll family. Now, previously Lumiere said that he spoke to the son about Yarka and he wasn't interested. But that now gives us a connection to von Groll. So that is a connection between Zdenna and the von Groll family. And we could maybe say there's a connection for the charcoal burners one as well, because it was like two people talking. So it could be like, you know, a younger person and then a servant. That's interesting. Where did you know her from?
Where did you know Yarka from?
I knew her since she was a little girl. Knew her family.
And?
I was her uncle. When my brother and his wife died, I took care of her.
Okay. You raised her?
You raised her? A priest with a child?
Yes. Unfortunately, I'm not the first of the clergy to have a child on the side. But at least everyone knew Yarka wasn't my own daughter.
Okay. Let's try. What does a priest know about children?
No offense, but how did you know what to do? Without a wife, without a family? I would have been lost.
I was a bit, when she was smaller, it was fine, but when she grew up a bit, maybe I was too hard on her.
Okay. Did you have her at the presbytery?
How does that even work? Did you have her with you at the presbytery?
When she was small, I could. But when she grew up, she had to go. It wouldn't look right.
Okay. Why do you think you were too hard?
Why do you think you were too hard on her?
Yarka was an orphan, with no family and no possessions. Her only chance of a good life was a good upbringing. And then, a husband. But the more I led her in that direction, the more she resisted me.
Okay. Couldn't you provide for her?
You're well off, though. Couldn't you provide for her?
I couldn't. Even if she had been my very own. More so, since she was my brother's.
But how come?
The church's property always remains the church's. They keep a close eye on that.
How did she rebel against you?
How did she rebel against you?
She wouldn't listen. She ran away. She ran around with all sorts. And how did it turn out? She died. And in sin. Such a disgrace.
Disgrace?
Disgrace? What the devil are you talking about?
She was pregnant! Even if she had lived, what then? Nobody would want to marry her anymore.
Who do you think killed her?
Who do you think killed her?
William, that pig of Satan. He gambles in the tavern on All Saints' Day and leads the locals astray. Yarka always went there to listen to music. I'm sure he got her with child.
Why William? Do you have evidence?
Why do you think it was William? Do you have any evidence?
Evidence? He's a skirt chaser, a tool of Satan. He messes with poor girls' heads.
All right. No other suspects come to mind?
And does anyone else come to mind? No other man spoke with her?
No, absolutely not.
Why don't you like Lumiere?
Why don't you respect Lumiere?
That's my business. You needn't concern yourself about that. I won't tell you anything.
Come now, help a Christian in need.
Come now, Father. I'm not just asking out of curiosity. This is about all the dead girls. Isn't it written in Scripture, speak up for those who have no voice?
A layman quotes the Bible to me. Fine. Lumiere accused me of her murder.
What?
Yes. He slandered me in public.
And how... What happened then?
It turned out he was deranged. How could he even think such a thing? He's finished in Kuttenberg.
I've heard enough, Father. I'll be going.
Son, I'll give you some good advice. Don't listen to Lumiere. That man has gone completely mad.
I don't know. I don't think you did it. But I can see why Lumiere thinks you did it. I can definitely see why Lumiere would think you did it, because... Well, I mean, you seem pretty guilty. I don't think you did it. Having spoken with you, you seem too angry. I don't know if that's a good reason, but... I don't know. I think if he had any issues, he would have an issue with Yarka. I don't think he would... the issues would extend. I don't think it's like a deep-seated trauma that he has issues with brunettes. I think that he's got, like, anger at specifically Yarka. Which, you know, it isn't great, but... Anyway. Hey, William. They say you're a spy.
I've heard some interesting things about you. Something about strange people coming to see you, and having even stranger discussions with you.
Mole told you that, didn't he?
That doesn't matter. I just want to know what it's all about.
Pussy, my friend. What else? I made a deal with a few beggars. For a couple of groschen, I have them come into the tavern and act like they're telling me something incredibly important and secret. See, every man should be a bit mysterious. It makes us more attractive to women.
And I'm supposed to believe that?
You don't have to, but it doesn't mean it isn't true.
Okay. Did you meet Father Prokop's foster daughter, Yarka?
And did you ever meet Yarka? It was a long time ago, but I heard she used to hang around you a lot. And Father Prokop didn't like it.
Oh, that one. Aye, she was very keen on my company for a while, but then she stopped coming.
Because somebody killed her?
I know what happened was a tragedy, but it wasn't my fault. She stopped talking to me long before that. Honest.
Did you know she was pregnant?
And did you know she was pregnant?
What? Yarka was... That's horrible. Who would kill a pregnant woman?
That's what I'd like to find out. What about the unwilling father-to-be? It wouldn't happen to be yours, would it?
What? Mine? I never even got under her skirt. We just flirted a bit, and then she stopped coming by.
You don't remember anything else?
And can you tell me anything else about it?
I don't know anything. It was a long time ago. You said so yourself. Look, why are you asking me about all this? You don't seriously think I killed her, do you?
Well, you did know them all.
And? I'm surely not the only one.
That may be true. But everybody knows you're a skirt chaser, and they were all pretty girls. And now, they're dead.
But I had nothing to do with it!
I believe you. Wait, yeah, so you didn't do it?
So you didn't do anything to them?
No! Why would I? What would I get out of it? It doesn't make any sense. It goes against God.
You dare invoke God?
I admit, I'm no saint, but for Christ's sake, I'd never kill anybody.
Okay, I believe you.
Good. I believe you. But if any clue leads me back here to you, I won't give you a second chance.
You won't hear about me again, I swear to God.
Although, what was a little odd, and what was very odd in how he said it, was he did say, who would kill a pregnant woman, very shocked. Now, you could just say that he's just being like, oh no, that's a much worse tragedy or whatever, right? But you could see that as him going, oh no, I was fine having murdered her, but it's because she was pregnant. Oh, now I'm reconsidering my life choices. I don't think that's true though. I think that he was genuinely shocked. Anyway, let's head across town. Let's speak to Le Maire. We also haven't spoken to Catherine in a while. And I do suspect that Catherine could end up going missing or something like that. I firmly suspect that there's a chance that this happens. But let's see. Le Maire? Grave digger. Oh, he's out the gate on that side. Okay. Let's see.
Praise God.
Yes, praise be, praise be. Oh, he's moving. That's how I'm having trouble finding him. I found out more about those murders.
I found out some interesting things about those murders. Just like you said.
That's wonderful news. But wait a while. I promised Catherine we'd wait for her.
You know Catherine?
She came to see me soon after you did, and started asking me questions. Just like you.
Will you send for her? So, we're all here.
I hope nobody else shows up. How did it go?
I reckon I've found out all I can.
And do you know who the murderer is?
Not exactly, but I have a few ideas.
I've asked around a bit, and I have my own suspicions.
Is that so? See, I was trying to recall some more details, and I had someone come to mind as well.
Oh, I didn't do all this for nothing, did I?
Well,
Catherine first.
Catherine, who do you suspect?
Well, I think it was that priest, Prokop.
No.
That's nonsense. It couldn't have been him.
Couldn't have? Then who do you think it was?
It had to be William. Nobody else knew them all.
God, now you're talking nonsense. I'm sure William is innocent.
So I see we disagree. Too bad. We could have been done with it quickly.
Well, who do you think it was then?
I'm not entirely sure. First, I'll tell you what I found out, and then it might be easier for us.
Go on then. Starting with who?
Well, I mean, obviously, I think it's Von Groll. Let's talk about Yarka.
Let's talk about Yarka, the one raised by Father Prokop.
What did you learn about her?
Well, she served the Von Groll family.
Yarka started working for the Von Grolla family, where she remained until her death.
I was there to ask whether she'd given them any trouble, but they said she was always thorough and reliable.
Ah, so what's the story with Von Grolls?
A very wealthy and important family. The mother is quite devout, known to spend a lot of time in prayer. Old Von Grolla's been sick for years. Can't even get out of bed.
So, who runs affairs?
That would be young Hendel. They say he's quite successful.
Mm-hmm. Prokop was strict with her.
Prokop also admitted that he didn't know how to handle her, and perhaps he was too strict.
What do you expect from a Bible thumper? Man punishes and God forgives. It never occurs to them that if man didn't punish, God wouldn't have to forgive.
Well, maybe I wouldn't hold it against him. He really tried to make sure she was well taken care of. He wanted to find her a husband, too.
And did you learn who he found?
No. I think it fell apart when Yarka started rebelling.
She was pregnant.
And now, most importantly, Yarka was pregnant when they killed her.
I didn't know that. Do you know for sure? So they gutted her?
To make it impossible to tell she was pregnant? I wouldn't be surprised.
May God forgive us.
Do you know who she was pregnant with? Because if we know who the father is, we'll likely know who the killer is.
She didn't tell Prokop.
It had to be someone from those dances. Maybe William.
I don't think it was William. She went to dances.
Before her death, I heard she often went to dances.
There's nothing wrong or surprising about that. But maybe she found someone there.
Maybe. Prokop was convinced that she went to see William. That was actually the only name he mentioned.
That doesn't mean anything.
It means she had some relationship with William, or at least knew him.
She was raised by let's say Prokop thinks it was William.
Prokop is convinced that she was murdered by that bard, William.
And I agree with him. I heard the daughters of important men come to see him. It even went so far he had to flee the city. And the moment he's back, there's another murder.
Really? But I found out you accused Prokop first, Lumir.
What? Why?
It doesn't matter. It was a mistake, and I paid for it.
And were you as sure then as you are now about William?
I don't think so. But he's a skirt chaser. If he got Yarka pregnant, then...
Perhaps. But why would he kill and mutilate her? He could have just run away.
But then he could never come back.
Why not? He could come back a year later, once things have died down, the child would be born, the shame forgotten, and nobody would bring it up again.
I suppose that makes sense.
Okay. And she was raised by Prokop.
Prokop didn't just raise her out of the goodness of his heart. He was actually her uncle.
Really? But he still could have killed her.
His own relative?
Why not? He's a priest. I'm sure he knows the story of Cain and Abel.
That's all I was able to find out.
You still found out more than I did.
But it's not enough. We still don't know who the killer is.
But we can agree that she was killed because of her pregnancy, can't we?
Agreed. Somebody got rid of her to make sure nobody found out she was pregnant.
I'm sure William wanted...
William isn't the only man with a prick. And he certainly didn't use it to strangle her to death.
Such language. What are you trying to say?
Well, that William isn't the only man in the city.
That William isn't the only man in the city. It could have been anyone. And now we'll never find out.
I'm not saying it couldn't have been him. Though I don't think it was. It just seems foolish to only focus on him.
I suppose you're right. Let's forget it.
Okay. I know what happened. We're going to go with Zdena, then we're going to go with Stanya.
I managed to find Zdena.
By the sound of it, you didn't find her alive, did you?
No. Unfortunately, she's dead.
And where did you find her?
Pretty far away. Near the mill she used to sell things at. Someone caught her in the forest when she was coming home with a load of coin and killed her. I reckon she put up a hell of a fight. So the killer got nervous and ended things quickly.
So he didn't strangle or mutilate her?
She'd been lying in the woods for a long time, so I couldn't really tell. But he definitely didn't hack her up like the others.
She pulled off a big robbery.
Judging by what her accomplice said, she robbed someone good. She had so much jewelry on her, she could hardly carry it. And what's odd is when she was murdered, the killer left her basket of valuables behind.
So I reckon he didn't kill her for the money.
No. She was followed by a rider.
She said someone followed her on horseback from Kuttenberg. She tried to lose him, but apparently wasn't able to.
On horseback? I don't suppose she described him, did she?
Only as a wealthy type who never got too close.
That doesn't fit in with the previous murders.
Did Prokop argue with Zdena? Yes, they did. Yeah, that was the first thing we were told.
Father Prokop came looking for Zdena and nearly cursed her on the spot.
What did he have in common with a thief?
He had also looked after her, but unlike Yarka, she ended up on the street, and he took it badly.
Zdena tried to rob von Groll.
Zdena tried to rob young von Grolle. It's possible she succeeded.
Von Grolle? Yarka worked for them, didn't she?
That whole family is suspicious.
Assumptions. Nothing more.
I'd say it's pretty obvious. Why else would I have found that ring on her?
They just left the ring by her body? That's odd, isn't it?
It wasn't by her body. It was inside of it. I don't know if she swallowed it herself or someone shoved it in her.
That's awful. But I can't say it surprises me.
I managed to find Stanya.
Alive? You found her alive?
I did. Alive and well. Hiding with the charcoal burners.
So, she's not one of our victims?
She is. She just managed to escape the killer. She said she was attacked on her way home from the baths. She heard somebody talking in a side street, but it was empty. But when she walked by, someone grabbed her by the throat and started strangling her.
And how did she manage to get away?
She was holding an empty pitcher, and she smashed the killer in the face with it. He either got startled or hurt, but he let her go.
Did she get a look at him? Did she take his eye out or something?
No, she didn't stop to find out. Just ran. Which is probably why she survived.
And what about the blood in the bedroom?
She cut her hand on the broken pitcher. She didn't stay in her room for long. She was still so scared that she grabbed her things and ran off to her beloved charcoal burner.
Okay. Also, I was saying Von Groll because we'd heard people saying Von Groll and some saying Groller, but now we have two people saying Groller and one person saying Groll. So I don't know. Anyway, someone was waiting for her.
She said she returned from the baths in the evening regularly, and somebody knew exactly which way she would take and where to wait for her.
You mean someone followed her beforehand to figure out where to ambush her?
Who knew that she went to the bars?
Apparently everyone in the tavern. She didn't hide the fact.
Let's say it most likely wasn't Mole the innkeeper.
She also said she was sure it wasn't Mole. He may be a pig, but the evening she ran home, he was in bed snoring.
Wait, she didn't say that. Anyway. The murderer was terribly strong.
Well, according to Stanya, the murderer had a terribly strong grip. Her neck was bruised for almost a month.
Doesn't almost every man have a strong grip?
Depending on what they take in hand every day. A tankard, a quill, or a hammer.
Except none of our suspects are miners or blacksmiths, eh?
The murderer said something.
According to Stanya, the murderer didn't say a word the entire time.
That's strange, right? I'd expect him to at least call her a whore.
The only word he uttered was when she smashed him in the face with the pitcher. He said Scheisse.
So, we're looking for a German?
Even I say Scheiße sometimes, and I'm not German.
Okay. There were two people in the alley.
Besides that, she also recalled hearing two voices in the alley. Someone was talking to the killer.
So we have a witness. Now, just to find him.
Or an accomplice. If I remember correctly, the other one must have seen the whole thing, right? And he didn't go to report it.
And Stanya knew William.
Stanya admitted that she knows William. He flirted with her and tried to get to know her better, but nothing came of it.
And that's probably why I wanted to kill her. And likely rape her before that.
Well, perhaps, but Stanya doesn't think so. She's sure it wasn't William, and no matter what they say about him, in her eyes he's a good lad. And that's all that Stanya told me.
I'm so glad that girl is alive.
Me too. At least someone's had a little luck. Does she want to come back, or will she stay with the charcoal burners?
I don't think she'll come back. She's so scared now they'll come back for her, she doesn't even leave the house. My mouth is starting to hurt from all this blabbering.
So are my ears and head.
Come now, we're nearly there. We just need to find our suspect. So, Henry, who do you think did it?
I suspect one of the Von Grolls.
I suspect one of the Von Grollers.
What leads you to think that?
Are you sure it wasn't William?
Well, I think that Yarka was pregnant with young Von Groller's child.
Yarka was pregnant. And if the father was young Von Groller, it would make sense if he got rid of her.
Sakura, you're right.
But William could have fucked her too. Just saying.
Okay. Zdena robbed Von Groll.
Zdena robbed Von Grolle.
That's true.
It's all coming together, isn't it?
Uh-huh. And, Yarka served them.
Yarka was their maidservant until she started rebelling, right?
Yes. Do you think she was rebelling because of someone in particular?
Perhaps the young lord?
That's possible.
And he could be the suitor.
Alice had a young and wealthy suitor. And young Von Groller fits both descriptions.
True, true.
We could be getting somewhere.
And Zdena was followed by a rider.
Zdena was followed by someone on a horse. Von Groller could afford a horse.
That's not so sure, is it? And maybe the horse was stolen or borrowed.
But it certainly worsens the case for him. That much is true.
And that's all I can pin on him.
So, do we agree that it was young Von Groll?
Well, old Von Groller can't do much now, can he?
So do we really agree that our most likely suspect is young Von Groller?
Aye. I agree.
I don't have a problem with it. Little rich boys are capable of anything. But what are we gonna do about it? Our suspicions aren't enough.
They'll just laugh at us without something more tangible.
So, you want to search their house?
There's nothing else we can do. There must be a clever way to do it.
We have to find some evidence. None of our conjecture is enough. What will we do?
You could sneak in there.
Or break in?
Catherine, that's not necessary. The young lad wants to learn swordsmanship, and the old one is sick and always calling for a physician.
So I can either pretend to be a sawbones, or a swordsman, or break in? That's a lot of options.
You're a clever lad. You'll figure it out.
Alright. Well, it's time to infiltrate the house. Let's go. Alright. Let's go. Also, I love that this episode I actually have time to do the full mission, because leaving this halfway done feels like we would just be, you know, it feels like we're so close to solving something. It would be unfulfilling. So, let's head down this way. See if we can get our way in there. Swordsmanship seems like our best move, probably, but we'll see. Could be a physician. Hello.
Can I help you?
Is this the house of the Von Groller family?
Yes?
I've come to train Hendel.
I'm Henry of Skalitz. Master Menhard from Frankfurt sent me to train young Master Hendel in sword fighting.
I'm sorry, but I know nothing about it.
Are you telling me I'm not expected? The Master Swordsman won't be pleased.
No, this is surely my mistake. But isn't it a bit late? You won't get much practicing with him now.
When should I come then?
Best before noon. The young master will be well rested and full of strength.
Alright then. I will come back tomorrow. Go. Is everyone fighting?
Your arse open! I'll be done with you in a flash.
Alright, well, we'll leave him be. Why can I talk to you?
Need, sir?
What do you
What
have?
do you have for...
Wheel grease. Huh. It might seem crazy. I'm gonna buy all of this. Mainly because I've never seen any need for any of it. That's a terrible reason to buy it, but if we've never seen a reason to have any of it, then to me that says that it might get used in a quest at some point. So if we buy it now, then later we won't need to buy it. Right. Is this our alleyway? Yeah, there we go. Then we want to go left. And then... well, actually, you know what? Let's go to a scribe quickly. Yeah, I want to see whether there are any scholarship books we haven't read yet. Because we need to waste some time, so we might as well do that. Right, all the way down here. My god, the scribe's a long way away. In here.
Keep his hands off other people's lots and purses.
Then in this way. Right.
Greetings to you.
Oh. I'm lost. Oh, there we go. Hello.
Show me...
So he has some other books. Have I read all of these? Can I see my progress? 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100. Okay, well at least I can sell you my books, right? Well, not really. Actually, I can sell you these books, right? Yeah, there we go.
I'm glad you found what you were...
That was worth 200 groschen. I should have done some negotiating for those. Right. He's right above us, the scribe here. Right. In here. And he's in the next place. Hello.
Servus, guter Mann. What can I do for you?
He's German.
What do you have?
You know, so therefore he must be the one German we're looking for. Guess that's kind of a book that we need. Not because it's actually useful, but because we're already maxed. Therefore, it will only give us scholarship. Why was I even trying to jump off the edge there? If it had succeeded, what would I have done? I would have fallen and hurt myself probably, but anyway. Run across here. Also, like, I should negotiate for that when I realize that I have 4,000 extra gold's worth of, or 4,000 extra groschens worth of stuff on me, like armor. And on top of having that armor on me, I also have 30,000 groschen. So I might be a little rich. Right, let's read Most Faithful Friend 2. As they say, to the master the meat, to the dog the bone, and as we know, when hungry a dog will eat anything from his master's dinner to his neighbor's shoe. So it's your own good, knowing the command will keep him away from unwanted treats. There we go. So do a little bit of reading. Right. Close that. I think this will improve my scholarship. Anyway, we'll read the agility one next. The pike, this so-called queen of our rivers, fast, agile, relentless hunter of anything that moves underwater or flies just above it. But even a non-swimmer could learn a thing or two from her.
Looks like.
Right. So read the books. Nice. Hey, our main level just went up to 29. I don't think we get anything for 29, right? Nope, nothing. And in the Woodsman's Journal for a little bit more survival. Second day alone in the wilderness. I've quenched my thirst. Now I have to find shelter. A rock overhang, a hut made of branches, or even a hastily dug earth lodge would do. The caves may look inviting, but it often happens that a bear quietly snuggles up to you at night. Okay. So I'll read the book, I'll eat, and then we'll sleep until the morning. Right. Go. Book done. Let's eat. I can't eat any honey, can I? Actually, no, I can eat one honey. Wonderful. Sleep. And we'll sleep until 9, which is pretty much perfect because then we'll be awake pretty much as we're able to then go and be a swordmaster. I was wondering whether being a doctor would be better, but I think doing the swordmaster thing lets us know more about what's happening with the young master than anything else. I think it's going to give us more of an insight into the person we're investigating. Because, you know, being a doctor for his father is fine, but his father isn't going to say anything.
Isn't safe around here.
Alright, thank you for letting me know that isn't safe around here. However, I am probably not the person who's in danger. Really? Okay then. Just phased through me. Close that. Hey,
Look what I have for you.
Smoked trout. I know, it's not your usual pike, but, you know. We have to make do with what we actually have. Right, let's go. All the way along here, and past the yellow house. Or yellow building, I guess I should say. It's not really necessarily a house, although I guess all of these are houses, right? So, I don't know. Anyway, it's fine. Through the center here. And I guess we should probably drink a Savior Snaps before doing this, because I was trying to think of like the last time Wait, you know what? Never mind, I remember the last time I saved, when we went to sleep. Hello.
You've come to train the young master, have you? You're right on time. Please, come in. Go into the courtyard. You'll have more than enough room there. I'll send the young master to you immediately. Farewell.
Alright. Well, we'll let ourselves in. It's a housewife.
Christ, so much dust.
It's interesting. We wash up here? No need to, apparently, despite the dirt on our face. Oh, that's a dungeon. Interesting. Nothing else. This gives us a way to have a look around the house first. Intriguing. So there's a way in that way. Okay. Hello, Hendel.
I must admit that I didn't expect anyone so soon. Master Menhard said I'd have to wait a while for my lessons.
Well, that's true. But we had an opening, and Master Menhard immediately thought of you.
But of course. That's good. It doesn't matter. I'm actually glad it turned out like it did. At least Mother will leave me alone for a while.
What do you mean?
She's always trying to keep me at home. Says I go out with girls too much. She'd rather have me praying all day and night like her.
Well, maybe a sword fighting lesson will help you.
Maybe. But first I want to see if you have anything to teach me. Ready?
I'm not. I've only got a sharp weapon.
Really? You wanted to draw iron right away. Well, I can lend you one. But next time, bring your own.
All right.
Ich reiß dir deinen Arsch auf!
Ow. Oh. Stabbed somebody with a wooden sword. That's impressive.
Was zum?
I think you appear to be speaking German. Have you noticed?
Well, I hope the young lord is assured he has much to learn from me.
Yes. The young lord learned it the hard way.
And after a few lessons, you'll only get better.
I hope so. I know the basic steps, but lack the finesse. I admit.
Excellent. That's enough for today. But before I go, I'd like to ask you something.
What type of weapon are you most interested in?
What type of weapon are you most interested in?
A sword, of course. It is fitting for someone of my standing.
What about a cleaver or a hunting sword?
And what about a cleaver? Or a hunting sword?
Pah. A cleaver is more fitting for some yokel or bandit. Or a butcher. And a hunting sword? My father used to have a beautiful one. I don't even know what happened to it.
Oh?
I wouldn't be ashamed of that one. But otherwise, they are for fat burghers and poor mercenaries.
That's interesting. I'm not going to ask about an axe. Have you ever killed anybody? I don't think we need to ask that.
Enough small talk. I want you to practice the basic posture. Nice and slow.
Yes, master.
Wonderful. Okay, he's coming right at us. Let's take a step back. So, are we done here then? Yes, okay. So we got to investigate the house, apparently. Well, at least we can wash now and get that mud off our face. So, whoever stole that hunting sword is likely the person who did most of the killing. Let's shut this. I'm also going to switch to this as well. Okay. Very hard locked chest. Well, let's have a look in it while we're here. There we go. Almost there. Yeah, nothing I want in there, but interesting that there's some pickpocket stuff in there. Yeah, some food. We have this door. Just turning on the light every now and again so that we're not constantly having the light on. Ah, so there's a way in from the underground. So if we need a way in here, there's a way in from the underground. That's good to know. What the hell are you doing here? How did you get in the house? There's another way into the underground here? Yeah, okay. 2 ways into the underground from here. Neither of which are important. It's fine. But I'm going to need you to get out of the way. Right, we will now go upstairs. So I now don't think it was the I don't think it was the son. I think it was someone else in here. Still think it's somebody.
Stay close to the others. It's not safe here.
Oh, it says his mother, huh? My mistake. Didn't mean to trespass. I'm allowed in here? Okay. It's Godson von Groll. Father. Let's switch ourselves into the stealing outfit and see if there's anything in here. Roshan. Chest, which we're going to very quickly unlock. Nothing in there that we need. Again, the whole purpose of this is just to have a quick scan and see if there's anything. Golden crucifix is interesting. And nothing we need there. Open this. Close that. Oh, hello, housewife. I haven't seen any servants or anything around, which is interesting. That would be the other person, I would suspect, but maybe I'm wrong. In here? Lots of ladies' shoes and things, but not actually illegal to own ladies' clothing, apparently. I know, shocking. This one? We'll open this up. Trophies from victims. In the young gentleman's chambers, I found a collection of locks of hair he kept as trophies. If this doesn't prove he's the killer, I don't know what will.
What the hell? That's hair. All kinds of brown. I bet it belonged to those dead girls. If this isn't proof, nothing is.
The thing is, that doesn't tell us who his accomplice was, right? That only tells us that he was involved. Do we confront him about it? Maybe. Is he still at the back? Hey. No, nothing from him. Interesting. And we'll close the door behind us. I feel like we've got an answer. I don't feel comfortable with our answer, though. How about this one? Okay. Close this behind us here. Have a little look in this chest. Yeah, and it might have nothing in it. Although, I suppose there was the guy at the front. He could be the other person. Yeah, he could be. He looks big, I guess. Let's have a look at the front. Right. Hello. Thaddeus. Yeah, okay. He looks like the guy. I was looking at the sword he had, thinking, that sword? probably fits the description. So it's probably Thaddeus who did most of the work. Except for the one that Groll did himself. Or Grolla did himself. However we're going to say his name today. Other side of the... yeah, the other side of the street. Or maybe just in here. Right. Hello. I've just come from the Von Grollas.
I need to discuss that visit to the Von Grollas.
Excellent. Let's find Catherine. You can tell us everything.
I think we were right. Something seriously fishy there.
Well, don't keep us in suspense. What did you find out?
You found something there, didn't you? Evidence?
I certainly did. In the young lord's room.
What was it?
This. He had it in a chest in his room. Locks of hair. All brown, but all a bit different. They're definitely from those murdered girls.
Hair? But that's not enough. That definitely won't suffice as proof.
Why wouldn't it? He took them as a keepsake from the dead girls, as a trophy. It was him!
But nobody will believe us. We need more than just hair. A bloody dress or the murder weapon.
And to be honest, I don't think we're going to find anything like that. They're pretty careful to cover their tracks.
Damn it. We're fucked. If we at least had a witness.
And what about 3 witnesses at once?
Where are you going to find 3 witnesses when you don't even have one?
I don't yet, but... Look, we're almost certain young Hendel did it. So what if we set a trap and catch him in the act?
And how do you want to do that? I mean, we don't know who he's planning to murder next.
We'll set someone up. Some brunette.
You want to sacrifice some poor girl?
No, nobody's going to get hurt. We'll be keeping our eye on her the whole time.
The only one I can think of is Stanya. And I highly doubt that she'd want to risk her life again.
She won't have to. I'll do it.
But you haven't had anything to do with him. He'll see through it immediately. It'll fail.
We'll wait until the lad's out of the house. Maybe we'll dress Catherine up a bit, and she'll go asking for the young lord, father of her child. When Hendel comes home and hears what happened, he'll come looking for her to fix things up.
I'll cause such a scene, they'll be talking about it for years. Then we'll tell them where he can find me, and we've got him.
If you say so. But where can we do it? We can't do it here. They'd figure it out pretty quick.
We can use one of the rooms here in the tavern. It has only one way out. You'll be hiding across the way, and jump out at the right moment. I repeat, at the right moment.
Don't worry, we won't take our eyes off you.
Let's go.
Where's Hendel? I need to talk to him! Do you hear me? I have to talk to him about our wedding. I won't be left alone with his child.
What are you screeching about, you ninny? There's no Hendel here. Certainly not for the likes of you.
Do you hear that, folks? He fucks me from all sides. Gets me with child, and now he doesn't want to know me.
Get rid of her. Disgrace.
Oh, so a poor woman has to suffer because of a man's lust. As if it wasn't already bad enough before.
What lies are you spouting, you strumpet? Goodman Hendel never laid eyes on you. Besides, you're too old for him. Nobody will believe your lies.
Old am I? He came to me himself because he wanted a mature woman to breed with. And he never even pulled it out. And he filled me up like a wineskin. Suit yourself. I'll give you some time to think it over. But either you come up with an offer of marriage by evening, or first thing in the morning I'll go to the bailiff. And I'll be damn sure to get justice from him.
Well, I've just figured this mystery out. Hendel is innocent, I think. I think it's the servant and the mother. And that's the 2 people. So the mother is having his, well, the people he sleeps with killed, basically. Or people she thinks that he slept with killed.
It's open.
I've come to talk with you.
Where's Hendel?
Hendel, you wanton whore! Debauching my son! A nanny goat like you! The others were at least young, but you! Oh, Christ, the trials I have to endure! A husband with both feet in the grave and a son who'll fuck anything with a hole in it. Slice her up so no one will recognize her, and in case what she says is true, gut her too.
Gutting, is it? I can help you with that.
Get that bitch, you fool!
Oh, are we fighting?
Oh, you're gonna die!
Oh. Okay. Well. Oh. I suppose I should probably rob him while I'm here. Oh, take that. It's trout again. Everyone has trout nowadays.
No! Catherine!
Oh?
Catherine, wait!
What should I wait for? I'm gonna cut that bitch's throat.
How dare you? Hands off, you heretical scum!
Shut up.
I have some questions for her.
Let her speak. I still don't understand what actually went on here. I have some questions for you.
I'll tell you nothing, you serpent! Nothing! You can't keep me here! Let me go! I'm a woman of worth!
If you won't speak now, then the executioner will loosen your tongue when your feet start burning. But why wait, right? I'll cut your ear off. Maybe both of them. All you need to talk is a tongue.
No! Let me go!
Hendel knew about it?
And what about Hendel? Did he know what you were doing?
That I was taking care of his immortal soul and eliminating his temptation? Of course not. But one day he'll be grateful to me for it.
He's going to jump for joy. His mother a mad woman, and his servant a murderer.
Speak politely to me, you whore.
Henry, if you have any more questions, you'd better ask them quickly. I'm sorely tempted to finish this here and now.
What about the hair?
And what about the hair in Hendel's chest? You're trying to tell me he wasn't involved, but he was keeping their hair?
Well, he kept asking about those whores of his, so we always brought him a lock of hair. We told him it was from them, as a parting gift.
Well, he didn't find that strange?
Out of sight, out of mind. He always found some new harlot anyway.
Do you know you killed innocent girls?
Do you realise you also killed girls who had nothing to do with Hendel?
That's not possible. I saw them all with my own 2 eyes, chatting with him and giggling.
And what about that alehouse wench?
That strumpet. I saw how she treated him. It's a damned shame she got away.
But she really had nothing to do with Hendel.
She wouldn't have smiled at him the way she did if she didn't want to fornicate with him. They all deserved it. Every single one. And better sooner than later. That trollop in our service even got herself with child. And she wanted to keep it. The slut.
And what about Zdenna? All she did was rob him, and you killed her anyway.
She fawned over him like all the others. He even gave her a ring, which she probably sold immediately. She deserved it. She was a thief, and stealing is a mortal sin.
Okay, I'm going to ask why she did it, although we already know.
Why did you do it, for Christ's sake?
Don't blaspheme, you heathen.
Come on, answer him or it's gonna hurt.
My husband. He drank a lot, ran around with whores, and didn't pray enough. And God punished him for it. I couldn't allow the same thing to happen to Hendel.
And why kill those girls? Why not just talk to him about it?
I tried, but he wouldn't listen to me. He told me he wanted to sow his wild oats before finding a wife.
So your own son didn't listen to you? And you started killing the girls who were...
Who seduced him and emboldened him with their brazenness? If they wanted to whore themselves out, they'll pay for it in hell. But there's no way they were going to drag my handle there with them.
Where did you kill them?
There was no blood where Alice was found. Where did you kill them?
That was up to Thaddeus. He told me something about an abandoned barn. I only told him to cut them up thoroughly.
Why?
Why? As a warning. So those whores knew what awaited them. To put the fear of God in them.
I better stop asking questions.
Burn in hell! All of you!
What'll we do with her now?
Let's take her to the bailiff. She'll get justice there.
We don't have to go anywhere. I'll give her justice right here, right now.
But we can't do that. She has to go before the court. The law must be upheld.
Did you hear her? I mean, she hasn't got her head on straight. And what judgment will there be? She's from a wealthy family. Nothing will happen to her.
Don't you dare judge me. Only God can do that.
Shut your mouth, you sow. You judged and punished some random girls, and now you'll blaspheme like that?
Our Lord directed me. I did it through His will.
Do you hear that? And you want to let her live?
But that's not justice. It's murder. Henry, won't you say something?
I told you, don't you dare judge me. I am a servant of God.
I feel like she has to go to the executioner. Not just because I think that it's better that this goes through court of law, it's better that everyone knows all of that sort of stuff. And because Hendel won't then be looking for who killed his mother and his servant, but also because it's going to help our friend here when he tries to get back in with the bailiff, proving that he was actually onto something. It's probably good for him. So,
put away that knife, Catherine. We'll hand her over to the law.
Don't tell me you'd let her get away with it.
She's not going to get away with anything. She killed so many people. If she's lucky, they'll just hang her. If not, she'll be buried alive.
That's right. We caught her in the act, and she's confessed to us. They can't just let her go.
Of course they can. It's I scratch your back, you scratch mine. You'll see that all these rich burgher and lords have their own justice.
That won't happen. I guarantee you she...
You can't guarantee a thing. You're not the bailiff, and you won't be judging her.
She's right, though. We can't just let her out into the streets. She must be punished. And if not, then you can always go and pay her a visit, right? You know very well who she is.
All right then, you last of the righteous. Take that viper away, and may God protect you if they set her free.
Don't worry. I'll take her away.
Well, this was a lot stranger than I expected. Do you think we did the right thing?
I'm not sure of anything anymore. Not even myself. Can we just be quiet for a while?
All right.
As you wish.
God be with you, my friend.
But still, it was damned odd.
Aye, that it was. Let's go and see Lumia. I wonder how he fared.
What's also interesting is the name of it now makes sense, the
Tell
Fifth
us, Lumia.
Commandment.
How did it turn out?
Did it end well? Oh, we're not going to get into trouble now, are we?
It ended well, and I didn't even tell anyone about you.
And how did it go? Did she try to blame it all on her dead servant?
Not at all. She started screaming how she hadn't done anything wrong, that those Czech whores deserved it.
Fucking shameless bitch. The nerve.
I think it's more likely she's gone mad from it all. No sane person would consider that a defense of their actions.
A sane person doesn't kill random women walking by.
Exactly. And what do they plan to do with her?
They're discussing it, and will surely continue to do so. Maybe they'll execute her, but more likely they'll lock her up somewhere and let her fester.
I told you so.
She won't escape punishment. and won't hurt anyone else again. Maybe she'll live, but now they can't pretend nothing happened.
What will you do, Lumiere?
And what will you do now? Will you go back to the town hall, Lumiere?
It's true I've made amends in the eyes of the law, but I probably won't go back now. Maybe better to write something about it. Who knows?
Won't you go back to drinking?
No, it didn't help anything, did it? If I had just persevered instead, I should have pitied those girls, and not myself.
Don't fret. It was a terrible mess, and all three of us had to put our heads together.
Yes. You helped me when I was in need, and didn't even know it. Maybe I'll just keep helping as long as I can.
Helping others is the best thing a person can do in this world.
What will you do, Catherine?
And what will you do, Catherine? Will you stay here?
My work isn't done yet. I have to work in the tavern here, and then we'll see. Maybe I'll find work elsewhere.
Okay, could it have gone better?
Do you think we could have done better?
Everything can always be done better. But most important is to do it well and quickly.
Catherine is right. I'll still be kicking myself. Maybe to my dying day. But none of us did anything bad.
That's not entirely true.
I'm talking about innocent people. No more girls died because of you. And that's good.
Well, let's go our separate ways.
Thank you, lad. You prevented future murders. And you also saved me. And for that, I will be eternally grateful.
I thank you both. Without you, the devil knows how it would have turned out.
Here you are, as a keepsake. And perhaps as a reward. And if you ever pass by, look us up.
Yes, here is a reward, Henry. And Lumiere, we shall certainly meet again.
Alright, we got Kutzenberg Knight Shield and some Groschen for that. A point in speech. Okay, well, let's take our point in speech. Dreaded Warrior Battle Cry. I've started using Battle Cry more, so let's make it better. Okay, well, we're not quite done yet. There is still more to do.
Here it comes.
I am completely lost. I don't know why she just shouted, "Here it comes." Anyway, right. What time of night is it? Midnight. Okay. Let's head back to the inn. That's the next part. Back to the inn. Then we got to go out to the charcoal burners. And we got to tell this, Stanya that actually she can come back now. We've caught the murderer.
Good boy.
It just, yeah. I think we chose the right way of doing that there. Yeah, I should have seen it wasn't Hendel earlier. Anyway, I said the fifth commandment name was actually good for it. So that's honor thy mother and honor thy father, as we learned previously. Well, why is it a good name? Well, let's start with the fact that we've got the mother who did it. That makes a lot of sense, right? So that's step number one. Mother did it. So kind of fits in there. But also, she did it because she thought that he was the father of all of these different peoples, all of their different children. So that it kind of works on that level as well. So I guess that was our clue. However, the fifth commandment, I guess, could have also led into William. We thought that he was the father, and that was why people were being killed, which is possible. And I think it was also meant to lead you to think about maybe Father Prokop, who, of course, is a father, as in a father of the church, and also was the foster father of the first person, and it was also mad about the fact that Yanka was pregnant. So that all kind of worked together. It's all made sense in the end. Yeah. Also, I noticed that even though I didn't ask any of the questions about do you think it could be X or Y or whatever to all the people, it turned out that we got that info anyway, so I guess it assumed that you would ask everything on the list, or it wasn't important whether you asked it or not. Just kind of intriguing.
Easy. Easy.
Yeah.
Nice and slow.
It's the only thing that's a little odd is that Zadena didn't get, like, that the MO for Zadena was different. Like, she wasn't chopped up. I guess that's because she didn't die at the abandoned barn. She died somewhere else. So I guess that kind of makes sense. Yeah, if we just follow this path, we'll be good. Yeah, so I guess it does make sense in a way. But it is also a little odd, but, you know. I guess it was a different reason why she was killed. Like, she was still killed for messing with Hendel, but slightly different reason. Okay. Kind of makes a level of sense. Go! Anyway, it's a good mission. I liked it. That had a lot to it. Obviously, like, detective things in a game that isn't designed for detective things always has, like, small issues where you, like, well, you're always selecting from a list, so you're going to be struggling a little bit to, like, add too many variables in. But, yeah. It was a cool mystery to solve. Yeah. Ooh, and then at the end, I think we still made the right choice, because, I mean, it put Lumiere back on the right path. I feel if we had killed that one, if we had killed the mother, then Catherine would have been happy, right? But Lumiere would have been very, very unhappy. He would have probably gone back to his drinking. Which I don't know would have been good for him. Anyway. Over here. And we should now be able to speak to Stanya. I'm assuming that we can. She did specifically say, come back and speak to me. So, you know. I'm taking that as come back and speak to me. But we'll see. All the way over here. And we may have to wait a little bit outside, but that's okay if we do. Nope, we don't.
Greetings.
Ah. The murderer was caught.
Stanya, I have good news for you. We caught the murderer.
What? Really? Who was it?
It was the von Groller's servant. He was ordered to do so by the young lord's mother.
What kind of nonsense is that? I don't even know her.
That doesn't matter. She thought you were consorting with her son and decided to kill you.
But I hardly even talked to him. But thank you. Now maybe I'll feel better. I won't wake up at night thinking I hurt someone. I won't feel those fingers around my neck.
If it helps, that guy is also, like, mega dead.
What brings you here?
What do you mean, what brings me here? Okay. I like to think he just looked at us and went, all right, yeah, it's you, Henry. Oh yeah, I told you to come here. And then he'll be like, okay, cool. But yeah, that is that. And back on our horse, we now, once again, have nothing to do. Because we know that the hole in the wall one, they said they would speak to us, we won't speak to them. So, let's go to this gate of Gutenberg on our horse. Getting there nice and early in the morning. And now, it is time to end the episode here. Wait, where am I? Am I in the right spot? Yes, I'll do. Anyway, it's time to end the episode here. Thank you very much for watching. Next time, we head in and we continue the main quest. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.